insurance adjuster. Ask them. They know. And then ask them about us. Ask them about Morgan & Morgan. They know. I look forward to talking to you soon. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the people. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-478-6430 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-478-6430. That's 800-478-6430. What do you have to lose? Call 800-478-6430. Again, 800-478-6430.
Are you an adult with uncontrolled moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms and still packing a backup bag of clothes? Just in case, Skyrizi Risankizumab Riza can help you take control of your Crohn's. Feel significant symptom relief, including less abdominal pain and fewer bowel movements at 4 weeks. Plus, Skyrizi is proven to help people achieve remission and visibly improve damage of the intestinal lining. Individual results may vary. Skyrizi is a prescription injection medicine. Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's. Ready to take control of your Crohn's? Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 prescribed biologic in Crohn's disease.
Control is everything to me.
Learn more at skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI.
It's April, and great things are happening at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, like the $500,000 cars and cash drawings on Wednesdays, the $270,000 blackjack tournament buy-in series on Sundays, and the $50,000 bonus time slot tournament happening on Tuesdays in April. And while you're there, check out the Hard Rock Sportsbook and one of the greatest restaurants in Tampa, the Council Oak Steakhouse. Plus, they got great entertainment happening, like Gladys Knight and Maren Morris. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, the coolest place in Tampa Bay. Get in there and win some money.
A happy place comes in many colors. Whatever your color, bring happiness home with CertaPro Painters. Get started today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Tune in for Reinventing Retirement, where premier wealth managers and retirement specialists discuss the most important and crucial retirement topics for your benefit. Saturdays at 9 a.m. and Sundays at 11 a.m. Only on 102.5 The Bone.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Billy, your gas light's on. We need to stop and fill up.
No way, Jen. Gas around here is too expensive. We can make it a little further.
Billy, listen to your big sister. You don't need to drive all over searching for the lowest gas prices. Do what I do and use Upside.
Upside?
Do you live under a rock, Billy? Upside is the hottest cashback app out there. It's free to download, and you get real cash back for every gallon of gas you buy. I use it all the time, and I've already made around $200.
You can make that kind of cash back just for buying the gas you have to buy anyway?
Yes, I'm looking at the Upside app now, and there's a gas station at the next exit offering 25 cents per gallon cash back.
Okay, I'm stopping to download Upside and fill up my tank. Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GRAVY25 to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GRAVY25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GRAVY25 for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the Who.
It's In Your Face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I am
am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
Hi, Mom. It's your baby boy. We talk about music right here a lot, and I make zero apologies for that. Music makes the world go round. Music, food, and love, baby. These three things, often in concert with each other, make the world go around. And Maurice and I have similarities in music. We also have many differences, which is good. We probably have different music tastes than you do. You've got different music tastes than your neighbor. And guess what? It's all great. I'm not a country music fan, but I love that so many people these days get joy out of country music's popularity. Love it. The electronic music duo, the Chemical Brothers, released this masterpiece on April 7th, 1997. That is today's date. And when I saw that fact come up, I thought, I bet there are a lot of people out there, for whatever reason, who never got into what they call electronic music. They now call electronic dance music. I've never been much of a dancer, so I prefer just to call it electronic music, because for me, it's really just electronic sitting around music. The Chemical Brothers, to me, are the Rolling Stones of the electronic music world. I only don't call them the Beatles because I don't know who the Beatles of the electronic world would be. There probably is one, and it might even be the Chemical Brothers, but this frickin' album featuring Noel Gallagher of Oasis on vocals on 2 songs came out in 97 at the very height of the dance / rave / techno / music craze. And it hit me right. I mean, I went so crazy for this. I bought every 12-inch single. I bought every CD single that had like 3 different remixes and a B-side and all that. I was cuckoo for the Chemical Brothers, Maurice.
I believe you. One of those instances where we diverge, not that I don't like them. I wasn't in love with them.
Yeah, I don't think most people were.
Or for that matter, the electronic sound.
Right. And bigger picture-wise, I think a lot more people are aligned with you than with me, because to me, I think it stems from my early love of disco music. You could have a good beat, and it didn't really matter to me what you were saying. Donna Summer, the Bee Gees, etc. As a kid, I loved Saturday Night Fever. I loved the idea of the discotheque. Never really been to one, but I love the idea of a discotheque. So to me, when dance music or electronic music became a thing in the 1990s, it really hit me right where I wanted to be.
Are we considering Moby electronic?
Oh, yeah.
I love me some Moby. Loved me some Moby. What you sticking your tongue out for? You just professed your love for
He's got like an album or 2 that I like.
All right, that's more than most.
Damn, you're not wrong. His music's all right. He's just such a douche.
You got to divorce the personality from the sound.
I try. Every time I listen to Thriller or Bad.
Yeah, come on, man. He was touching kids.
Yeah, you saw the new pictures, right? Woo! Those kids don't look like they're having a lot of fun. But like, coming up in Orlando, and today is 407 Day. We've got a great Orlando-based game for you at 5:30, so you can win some prizes. But coming up in Orlando, the 407, that's their area code, which is why on 4-7 we celebrate Orlando, I suppose. R.I.P. Pulse victims. The DJ craze was insane. And so when Chemical Brothers, Daft Punk, Fatboy Slim, Basement Jaxx, I See You Baby Shaking That Ass, all of that became popular. I couldn't get enough of it. And
Sneaker Pimps?
They're all right.
All right.
Yeah, they're okay.
You don't like none of the electronic.
I don't like the
bands.
mainstream.
Excuse me. Is that what I was doing? The sellouts.
If you'd like to jump on in the YouTube chat, you can certainly do that. We call them the Broccoli Bunch. Jump on in. It's youtube.com and then find 1025 The Bone or Drew Garabo Show and jump on in, and you'll see some fine people chatting in there. And shout out to Ralph 100%, who just shouted out Faith in Physics, an old school Orlando club that used to be run by a buddy of mine. Ralph, do you ever go in the Bone chat?
No.
Ralph has a very interesting way of communicating. I think it's kind of like you'll hopefully appreciate this reference. Remember Roger Waters' second solo album, Radio Chaos?
Come on, man. I was playing it 3 days ago.
Okay. So then the concept of the album is like a guy who can only communicate through his thoughts on the radio.
Paraplegic.
Yeah, I get that kind of Radio Chaos vibe from Ralph 100%.
It's not a bad vibe.
No, he's a very nice guy. He seems very stream of consciousness when he's in the YouTube chat.
And look at you knowing, able to reference the most derided, unfairly so Roger Waters solo joint. Like you.
I thought it was a pretty good album. Thank you. I was working at Musicland when it came out, so I was like, okay, my dad likes Pink Floyd. Let me check out this album. His follow-up to, of course, The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, this is, if nothing else, the radio concept. Was Jim Ladd the radio guy voice on that?
Yeah.
Legendary.
KLOS out of Los Angeles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Dead a couple of years ago.
Yeah, his autobiography is a must-read for everyone who's been in radio. If you'd like to join us on the phone, which people already are, even though I haven't given the phone numbers yet, which is pretty awesome, it's 800-771-1025. Thank you very much to John Senning and Senning Show for setting it up for us today. I've got some remarks about his first segment in a moment. And then thank you very much, of course, to JP before that, Johnny B before that, and Mike Calta Show for getting this broadcast day started. You can't finish the broadcast day if the broadcast day does not get started. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hey, Drew. How are you? It's Al.
Hi, Al. What's up, bud?
Not much. You kind of got me hyped up, man, with Chemical Brothers. But I just wanted your opinion on if really Crystal Meth was the more pioneers to the electronic music scene. And then,
well, if they were the real pioneers, you'd know that their name was Crystal Method.
Yeah.
It'd be like saying the Beats were the.
I have to be honest. I like Crystal Meth better.
I'm nervous.
No, it's okay. I do it all the time. When I'm nervous, I forget the name of my favorite bands all the time. They were good. Crystal Method was fine. I don't know that they were pioneering as much as Chemical Brothers, but if you want to think that, hey, that's super groovy. They did the music for one of the greatest video games ever in the drug era of the 90s. It was called N2O for nitrous oxide, and it was all Crystal Method music. And you had a little, I don't know why you were on a planet full of bugs, but you'd rotate your ship around in a circle, and you had to shoot all these bugs coming at you as the Crystal Method music was pumping. So if you had a good stereo system and a good MDMA hookup, my God, dude, you wouldn't leave your beanbag chair for 12 hours.
They also later in their career made a video game, or were in a video game called Blur.
Oh.
It was a racing game.
Cool.
And they did a lot of the music for that. So
awesome. Yeah, there were some great video game racing video games in the 90s that had some electronic music, if you will. I know the Wipeout franchise, they had like Future Sound of London and all kinds of electronic artists.
Yeah, that's kind of what got me into it. That and like The Matrix. And of course the first Mortal Kombat movie, which was kind of more industrial style music with KMFDM.
Dude, that's my jam right there. Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. I'll get chopping it up with you, man. Have a great day. 800-771-1025. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
Hey, good afternoon. So I came up in the same era, and I would say for me, the Prodigy would be my Beatles versus, like, Crystal Method was fantastic. I had the Wipeout XL soundtrack myself, but Prodigy would definitely be my heroes.
Oh, interesting. They were okay for the pop radio world. Breathe, Firestarter, of course, Smack My Bitch Up. That Smack My Bitch Up sample is the rapper Kool Keith, a.k.a. Dr. Octagon, on a song he had a long time ago where he's going, snap my picture, and then he's saying, smack my bitch up. True story.
No kidding. Yep. I did not know that. Thank you very much.
No problem. I'm here to give you useless information. For example, when the Beastie Boys hosted their Tibetan Music Festival, they had many artists playing it. I mean, Rage Against the Machine played it. There were just a whole lot of artists that played it, and Prodigy played it. But the Beastie Boys, who were going through a very anti-misogynistic, kind of an overcorrection because of some of their earlier work, they asked Prodigy not to play Smack My Bitch Up.
I think I remember that. Yeah, it did get some press.
It.
Yeah, of course you got. I mean, hey, could you not play your biggest hit?
Well, Radiohead didn't play Creep. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, Drew. This is Wiz. Hello, Drew. Hello, Maurice.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
What's up, dude?
Hey, hearing you guys talk about techno and EDM made me have a awesome memory. Do you remember a show back in the day called the Cindy Margolis Show?
Yeah, I do remember that. She was married to somebody, right?
Well, she was married to somebody, but she was blazing high. She had an electronic music, like a techno show. I believe it was on UPN 44 back in the day.
Yeah, she was kind of hot, and she was in Playboy, I think, or something, maybe?
Playboy, great personality.
Yeah.
And she was, I don't know what made me think of that. I just wanted to see if you ever saw that show and what you thought about it.
Dude, I haven't thought about that show in years. Speaking of hot girls who are also into EDM, did you know that actress Mila Jovovich is an EDM artist?
No way. The chick from Resident Evil?
Well, I prefer to think of her that lady from Fifth Element, but yes, I'll accept that.
Yes, I did not know that, but I'm going to have to check her out.
Not bad. This is her song, the Alien song, the Mila Jovovich. She's got a good ear for stuff. Also, Instagram friend of mine, we chat pretty regularly. Former underage adult film star, almost brought down the industry single-handedly. Also a star on Roseanne.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Tracy Lords.
Yeah.
She is, this is her song, Control. I mean, she gets after it. She nearly took down the entire porn industry because she filmed a bunch of movies, lied about her age. And when I say lied about her age, I think she was like 15 when she got into it. And I definitely don't have any of those old VHS tapes in storage somewhere. Absolutely not. That'd be gross if I did. Oh, yeah. All right, so abrupt departure here. If you listen to the beginning segment of Sending Show today, John was very open and forthright about what he's going through with his aging dog. Awesome dog. One of the probably the coolest dog I've ever met. My favorite dog on the planet, Brody. Every time I've spent time with him, it's super awesome. He cocks his head to the side and he'll look. He's just a super cool dog. And that dog has brought John and Danielle so much joy through the years. And I know they've brought a lot of joy to his life too. And as pet owners, we all know what's waiting for us at the end. You are enjoying a decade, maybe two if you're really, really lucky, before the inevitable heartbreak happens and you have to say goodbye to your best friend. I made a misstep today, and I didn't want to say anything to John because I didn't want to dig anything up that he had already processed. So hopefully he's not listening right now. When we were because we've been texting about this situation a lot, And I said something today that I regret. And I'm just going to share it with you because I hope that people can understand it and relate to it. And I hope that John can forgive me. John said, dreading every possible version of the immediate future, this rain doesn't help. And I responded with something that came to my mind at the time, but now I realize after chewing on it for a couple of hours, it was the absolute wrong thing to do. I said, I get that. I remember going through it with Pumpkin. I was sure her time had come, and then she fought back, and for the last 2 years, it seemed like it was touch and go. Pumpkin is my cat that it's a huge backstory that I won't bore you with, but she lived to be 21 years old at least. We didn't know her exact age. She was diabetic the last 2 years of her life. She was at death's door, and somehow the people at the vet brought her back, and we got to enjoy 2 bonus years. Here's why that was wrong. I'm a cat guy. You know that about me. Hopefully you know that about me. I volunteer my time at a kitten rescue 2 mornings a week. I was there for about 2 hours and 20 minutes today, and I absolutely love it. I love finding homes for the kittens. I love taking care of them, etc. The relationship between human and cat is different, and I will say, as a cat lover, is less thorough than the relationship between human and dog. And I realized it after I sent it. I was trying to use something that happened in my life to relate to John. I remember those last 2 years just thinking to myself, oh my God, my cat's going to die. But, and I would challenge any cat owner out there to go at me for my opinion here. We cat lovers have to realize and accept and even embrace the fact that while we indeed may enjoy relationships with our feline friends, it pales in comparison to what dog, not even owners, what dog partners go through. The loss of a dog is more profoundly impactful than the loss of a cat. The relationship between a human and a dog is much more profound and impactful than the relationship between any human and any cat. Sorry, not sorry, but it's the absolute truth. Who's more popular, Snoopy or Garfield? I rest my case. So sorry, John. I didn't mean to make it about Pumpkin. But I full on realize that even as a cat guy, I love my Ruby. I do. She can annoy me sometimes. She's got tendencies that irk me a bit. I am awakened between 4:30 and 6:30 every morning as she demands to be fed. I am attacked every morning because I've looked this up. Cats have a carnal instinct to hunt in the morning, and they want you to hunt with them. And if you don't hunt with them, they will hunt you. So I literally carry a water bottle. Here's what I have to do to submit to my cat. I make my oatmeal. I won't bore you with the entire process, but I make the best rolled oats on the planet. I make my coffee. I can only carry one of them to my office, which is the little computer room near my kitchen. I can only carry one of them at a time because in my other hand, I have to have a spray bottle at the ready, like I'm trying to clear a room and I'm in SWAT, because my cat, if I do not have that bottle, will attempt to shred my calves and ankles. So I go, place my oatmeal there. I pointed at her. I tell her she better not FAFO. I go grab my coffee. I've got her in my sights the entire time. I place my coffee down. I start preparing for the radio program around 7 o'clock in the morning. You have to do that with a dog? No, you don't. Hello, it's Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
It's David, Drew.
Hi, David.
I agree with you 1,000,000%.
Yeah.
I love cats. I love dogs too, but I'm a cat guy also.
Yeah.
You do not own a cat. You own a dog. You do not own a cat. That cat will do what it wants when it wants with you. A dog will do it all the time.
I don't even know if you own dogs, really. That a dog situation is at least more of a partnership. Like you're in it together. We are at the
You're right, I
mercy, and we are at the mercy of the whims of our cats, for Christ's sake. And it's, there are lovable cats. Sure, I love my Rube. She comes up, she'll sit on my chest, etc. But there's just no comparing the relationship between person and dog and person and cat. You know what I mean?
Not one bit. There is not. It's hilarious.
Yeah, and I'm glad to hear a fellow cat dude say that. I think all cat people should realize that that we don't have the same situation that a dog person has with their dog.
No, it is not. They're totally two different things.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much. And if you don't think that, you're just in denial. It's cool. You're probably a crazy cat person. In fact, that's how to tell if you're a crazy cat person. You can love a cat. I love my cat. I loved all my cats, from Peekaboo and Smooches to Pumpkin to Ruby. I've loved all 4 of the cats that I have. There is not. Does a cat greet you when you come home? No. Do you bond with the cat the way that dog owners bond with their dog? No. For the last 2 years plus of Punky's life, I had to grab the scruff of her neck and inject her with insulin. And she took it like a champ. And every morning she would jump up on my nightstand next to my bed and give that little chuff. She'd go, "Brr." And I'd love it. Nothing compared to what dog owners have with their dogs. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew. It's Thick Nick. How you doing today, bud?
What up, man?
Nothing much. Just driving and listening to what you're talking about. I recently in March lost my blue nose of 11 years.
So sorry.
And I also have a cat that I've had pretty much just as long. And I've lost family members and friends. And let me tell you, I have never, ever, ever felt so much grief and just pain of losing anything in my life as comparison to my dog. And I'm still feeling with it. Every day I go home, he's not there. When I wake up in the morning, he's not there. But the crazy thing is I've never really been a cat person, but my cat Amaya has really, really changed that for me. She has actually taken the place of Tubbs. She every day when I come home now, she's there at the door. She now sleeps at the foot of my bed. It's the craziest thing because she's kind of taken his place in a way.
That's awesome.
As much as I love Tubbs, still do. I'm slowly starting to see or to appreciate Amaya even more, and she's really been there. I do love dogs more than cats, but man, I tell you what, she's really starting to pull me over in the other direction. But
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I just want to give my 2 cents.
Good for you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. I spend probably 4 hours a week with amazing cats. If you go look to my Instagram and look at my post today, you'll see the many kittens that we have, and I love them to death. But there is just no comparing a dog relationship with a cat relationship. They are completely different species, and it is a completely different experience. And I've had a dog. Zippy. Couldn't make the trip, or so my parents said. Mom. Just kidding. But seriously, they said he couldn't make the trip to Orlando from Framingham, Massachusetts. So we gave him to my grandparents, and he lived another 9 years. He was 8 years old when we moved down to Florida. So was I. It was Zippy was the first entity I really got to know. I was a little baby, and we had a poodle named Zippy. He was birthed by Tiki and Buttons, my granny and grandpa's dog in Largo, Florida. And I loved Zip. Zip was my first friend. For a while, he was my only friend. And it hurt like hell when I had to leave him behind when we moved down to Orlando. One could argue I've never been the same since. And I got to experience that bond once in my life. I'm ready for a dog again. I just don't want to shortchange a dog by not being able to give it the time that it needs. Does that make any sense?
A lot.
I don't want to crate a dog. I know I don't work 8 hours like hardworking normal Americans do. I work 5 hours a day, 6 hours a day, 7, sometimes 8, but very rarely if we're being honest here, and we are. But I just can't feel good I like being able to go places with Birdie. Like if we want to go somewhere for a weekend, I don't want to have to be like, oh, can we do? They got to be able to take dogs, you know. But I think at some point in the not so distant future, I'm ready to rescue a dog. So hearts and thoughts and prayers and everything go to John and Danielle and Brody as they navigate this very, very difficult situation.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, let's go on to something really lighthearted and really uplifting. Is Trump saber rattling or is he nuclear battling? We'll discuss next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Crash is reported right now, Pinellas side. First one, Tyrone Boulevard North at 22nd Avenue. This crash does have the left lane blocked right now. Also, another traffic crash, US 19 North at Countryside Boulevard. We do have lane blockage, and it is causing a slowdown. I'm Ashley with traffic.
2 family members were violently rear-ended, but insurance denied liability. Farah and Farah used crash data to prove fault and secured $3 million. Farah and Farah is ready to cook. Tampa.
At Brandon Honda, 0 down deals are back. Finance your next pre-owned vehicle with 0 out of pocket. Plus, we have interest rates as low as 0.9%, and we'll cover up to $5,000 of your negative equity. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. We have minivans and SUVs starting at $229 per month, midsize sedans from $189 per month, and economy vehicles from an incredible $149 per month. And most are backed with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com. Call 813-527-9308 for complete details.
Guys, this is a cat named Mo for C4MH, the Center for Men's Health. Let me ask you something. 10 years from now, when your liver, kidneys, or even your heart starts failing, are you really going to be thinking about how much money you saved on that dirt cheap knockoff testosterone? The stuff that just showed up at your door that you actually injected into your body? Or that doctor who chose big profits over your health? Here's the truth. Most men's health clinics out there use cheap, unapproved testosterone because the margins are huge. It's not about your health. It's about your cash. That's why I've been telling you for over a decade to go to C4MH. Dr. James DiRespino and his team have been treating low T the right way for over 15 years with approved pharmaceutical-grade testosterone. Real care, real labs, real exams with 18 local treatment centers and even $45 express care. Don't risk your health to save a few bucks. Go to C4MH.com. That's C4MH.com. Real, honest, low T care.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From leaky sinks, busted fridge, and water heaters to even hanging a chandelier, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are. BadgerBobs.com.
License CSC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 130092994.
The Food, Wine, and Garden Festival is back at Busch Gardens now through May 10th with over 100 different flavors to sip and savor and free concerts like the band Perry this Friday and Smash Mouth this Sunday. Buy a fun card for year-round thrills at BuschGardensTampa.com.
Man, these nights have been cold.
Heh, not that cold.
Well, you're from Mississippi, honey. We're not used to winter in Florida.
Especially at night if your power goes out.
Yeah, if that happens, call Bolt Electric.
And we're on our way.
Better yet, call us before that happens to you.
We'll give you our home electrical health and safety check so you can rest comfortably.
We're also experts in installing whole home surge protection.
Guaranteed to protect your electrical system from energy surges.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
This is Attorney Dominic Ferriello. You know me as Ask the Dom from 102.5 The Bone. I've been giving out legal advice in the Bay Area for over 15 years to those that call in and listen to the show. If you've been injured in an auto accident, my office handles auto accident claims, motorcycle claims, trucking claims, as well as wrongful death actions. Contact me, the attorney that you've listened to and heard of for so many years. Let my office help you with your case. Main number is 813-251-5550, or you can go online to askthedom.com. Offices services right here in Tampa Bay.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. If you missed Sharkapalooza, don't blow it again. Suppressor Fest is back this Saturday, April 11th. And yeah, all cans are on sale. If you don't have a suppressor yet, what are you waiting for? Get to Shark Coast Tactical. Will and the crew are loaded up with extra stuff to get your paperwork done fast, plus free swag, giveaways, and deals all over the shop. This is a show up early and load up kind of day. Suppressor Fest this Saturday at Shark Coast Tactical. Often imitated, never duplicated. They're on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota, or shop 24/7 at sharkcoasttactical.com and tell them Mike Calta sent you.
The jewelry store with the most likes, the most positive reviews, the most raving fans is International Diamond Center.
IDC is definitely a place that I will come to as long as I live here. This will be my go-to place always.
Literally the best jewelry store in town. You'll make friends for life coming in here.
I felt like family from the beginning, and it made a rather daunting task very, very easy.
They really take the time to find out what you want or what you desire in a ring.
You have to come here. There's no other option. The customer service, the time spent to do what I wanted and what her vision was, there's no other place to go.
You know you can go there, and you know that you can trust.
The value was extraordinary.
They genuinely care about their customers. It's not just about the sale. It's about the people.
International Diamond Center, the people's choice for selection, quality, value, and service.
I've got a beautiful diamond on my finger, and I'm very proud of it.
International Diamond Center.
I'm very happy to show it off.
In Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online at shopidc.com.
If you have not hopped on the Wild Fork bandwagon, what are you waiting for? Over 450 options of protein, probably about 10 times more than the grocery store, at unbelievable prices, whether it's feeding the family on a weeknight or doing something extra special on the weekend, maybe a couple lobster tails, a Wagyu steak, maybe some wild game, venison, bison, yak. They've got it all with the sauces, sides, and seasonings to go right along with it, and a beautiful dessert selection. Check them out today in West Chase, South Tampa, and in St. Pete. Always online at wildforkfoods.com.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Tampa's biggest music weekend is back. The Gasparilla Music Festival returns April 10th through the 12th at Meridian Fields in Water Street, Tampa. See Mount Joy, Two Friends, Government Mule, and more across 3 days and multiple stages. Tickets start at just $55. Get yours now at gmftickets.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Just a few lingering showers around overnight tonight as lows stay in the mid-60s. Then coming up during the day on Wednesday, lots of clouds, still breezy at times, and off and on showers, and highs will stay in the mid-70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
407 day. Also, the date that this masterpiece of an album was released. Chemical Brothers, Dig Your Own Hole. Here's a track with Noel Gallagher from Oasis. I know it's not for everybody, and I'm okay with that. What's the difference between the way they program zeros and ones and make music versus anybody else? I don't know. I don't know the answer. There's just something different about the Chemical Brothers sound. You're about to hear Noel from Oasis. I woke up this morning just like you did. Congratulations to us, by the way. Way to go. Let's do it again tomorrow. Waking up is the key to starting your day. You can't do it if you don't wake up. And don't take it for granted, because there's going to come a day when we don't do that. So every day that you do wake up, I recommend you take a couple minutes and express gratitude for whatever you believe in. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Ganesh, Jehovah, whatever it may be. Your parents, because they consummated the relationship and brought you into the world. Just give thanks to someone that you're here and go make it a great day.
What if I thank myself?
Oh, yeah.
Look in the mirror and go, whoa, wait, you good looking. Well, thank you.
That would be the least surprising news of anyone, that Mo thanks himself when he wakes up every morning. Jump back, got to kiss myself. Hi. Thank whatever you want. But then my zeal for waking up quickly turned to shock when I read the second tweet or post or Truth Social post from our president within 3-4 days of each other that maybe just go, once again, there's a part of me that goes, at least this isn't some robotic, programmed politician who never speaks for him or herself and runs everything they say through a team, through a spokesman, through an everything. We get the unfiltered thoughts of our president, Donald J. Trump. There is a part of me, albeit a very small one, that goes, man, that's pretty refreshing that even though this guy's the president, he still doesn't mind getting on Truth Social and giving his thoughts. The other 99% of me goes, maybe he should run these thoughts through a team before he dispenses them to the public viewing and consumption.
Ain't nobody within 200 miles of him going to say no to him.
That is true. And that is evidenced by the tweet that we saw this morning, or the post that we saw this morning. I'm going to read it to you verbatim, and I'd love to know how you think about it, how you feel about it. If you're Republican, Democrat, none of the above, independent, disenfranchised, politically active, whatever. I've seen a lot of people who would have identified themselves as MAGA speak out against this, and I respect those people greatly. From Donald J. Trump, and this is, of course, referring to the self-imposed 8 o'clock deadline that Iran has to open up the effing Strait of Hormuz tonight. Otherwise, and here are his words, not mine, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. Call me crazy. If you're president and you're starting off your post that way, that's very abrupt.
You saying don't open with that, Drew?
I'm saying that would have a lot more impact. Well, no, I take that back. It's got the most amount of impact right there at the first. Yeah,
bam.
Very impactful.
Yeah.
A whole should we be in the business as America of ending civilizations?
We as America aren't. It's one man.
Oh, gotcha.
It's really just one cat.
Well, one cat and his henchmen.
Yes.
A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will. However, now that we have complete and total regime change, where different, smarter, and less radical minds prevail, maybe something revolutionarily wonderful can happen. All caps, who knows? I like that part. If he had led with that, it would have been a much more smooth and easy beginning to my day. We will find out tonight. One of the most important moments in the long and complex history of the world. 47 years of extortion, corruption, and death will finally end. God bless the great people of Iran. So if you just go first and last, a whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. God bless the great people of Iran.
Yeah.
In the middle of that is I suppose the story. I've had a couple of hours to now think about it, and talking to John and Dizzy about it during John's joints made me realize this is posturing. This is bluffing. There's no way that at 8 o'clock, if there are no negotiations, and I don't think there will be any negotiations.
Yeah, of course there are not going to be any negotiations. Iran's not negotiating with anybody.
There's no way that we drop bombs on power plants with children and adults chaining themselves to those plants. There's just no way that's going to happen, right? I don't want to believe that we live in a world where that's going to happen. Is he saber rattling or is he nuclear battling? 800-771-1025.
We did see a prime instance of saber rattling with Greenland when we will have Greenland whether they like it or not, et cetera, et cetera. Greenland this, Greenland that, and then Greenland said, no, that's not how it's going to happen. The NATO forces joined, and it was like, hey, we cut a pretty good deal. Well, what deal is that? We'll keep our men on some men on the island and help if they need.
Yeah.
Isn't that the deal we had?
It was, and I can't help but think that we are in over our head. He knows it. And this is just a way to kind of let them know how serious we are. And then when they do not do anything to negotiate, he'll say, oh, okay, they're trying to negotiate. We'll kick the can down the road a little bit.
I think you have to drop the bombs, Drubert. I think no, you not me. I think you have painted yourself into a corner with kicking the can down the corner road, kicking it down to where now you will lose. You have no negotiating ability already.
Right.
Now you will have no negotiating ability and look like a jackass.
You might not be wrong. Speaking of kicking the can down the road, we are in this situation because every other president, both Democrat and Republican, because God knows we can't elect a third-party candidate in this country, every other candidate since Carter has kicked the Iran can down the road. We've known they've been a threat since the 80s, since the Shah tried to get political asylum here, and then Ayatollah Khomeini, not Ayatollah Khamenei, but Ayatollah Khomeini. I think there was a different one. We've been at war with Iran pretty much without being at war with them since I was 11 years old. So is Trump the first president with the guts, the gumption to actually do something about it? Maybe. I'm open to it.
Or do you let sleeping dogs lie? You said since you were 11, we've been at a quiet war with it. Yeah, it's been at a glorious 50-something years, right?
That is true, actually. They haven't done anything.
Why kick the hornet's nest?
Yeah, if you kick a hornet's nest, those hornets, I think hornets are actually in the ground. I don't think they have nests. I think their nests are underground, so you can't kick them.
Oh, damn it.
I'm going to do some research.
All right.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hello, folks. This is Gillian. How are you?
Hey, Gillian, what's going on?
Not much. I actually agree with you. This is totally posturing, and I'm not going to get into all of the details of a narcissistic, egomaniac, unintelligent person. I won't go there.
Well, it sounds like you just gave some details about what you think about it.
Cool beans.
Oh.
But I will hope that the generals and the military will say, I'm losing connection. Sorry, can't hear you, and choose to not commit war crimes and go against what he's saying. But
You don't.
I think we have
you
to
don't really,
tell Israel
but
no.
I mean, you sound like a bright young lady. You don't really believe that's a legit possibility, right?
I mean, a lot of our folks just want to bite something. I understand that, and great for them, but we have to tell Israel no. A lot of the presidents since you were 11 played defense. We'll take what you got to give. We'll take what you got to give. We'll give you a little bit here, but we're not going to get into it. No, tell them no. Take away their offensive. Keep them on the defensive. Fight your own fight. But the money at play, it's always money, and it's sad.
It is money. She's right about that. 800-771-1025. I think the way they fight back is not by bombing us. I think the way they fight back is destroying our infrastructure, hacking into every damn organization in America, from healthcare to education to radio stations to everything. I think if we do attack on that kind of level, that I think is what we should be ready for. Is that's how
them
war
to attack us in that manner.
Yeah, that's how war is going to be fought.
Well, the locking down of the straits been pretty devastating, only to become more devastating as time goes on.
Shout out to Monica523 in the YouTube chat. Hornets have nests both above and below ground.
Thank you, Monica.
You do not want to mess with a hornet.
No. And let me, if I can, because of the last caller and your belief too, and I love the optimism, I want to set the Wayback Machine, Drew, if you'll allow me,
please,
to January 5th of 2020. I was on the air with a seasoned radio vet named SBK. Soul Brother Kevin to you and me, kids.
Yes.
And as we recited off, I was like, oh, man, I can't wait to see tomorrow. And I quote, tomorrow, what do you think's going to happen? I go, there's going to be a riot. He's like, oh, man, ain't nothing going to happen. Then jump forward about, 4 o'clock on January 6th. He texts me, man, are you looking at this? To which I said, I told you, N-word.
See, Mo predicted the Freedom Rally that took place in our government's buildings.
I called it that, the Freedom Rally.
That's what most people should call it. Exactly what it is. Just a bunch of patriots who wanted to sit at Nancy Pelosi's desk. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, Drew.
Hi.
You know, I heard this tweet this morning, and I thought to myself, man, that's pretty bad. That's pretty serious. The more I thought about it,
the
more I thought about it, I was like, no, he's not going to do that. He won't do that. But that part doesn't worry me anymore. What worries me is the other part of the equation.
Oh.
Does Israel take this opportunity to say, fine, if the U.S. won't do it, we'll just go ahead and bomb the crap out of all the targets that we announced?
Maybe. I don't know. Israel does seem to be a bit of a loose cannon over there. They are doing their own thing. They're invading Lebanon, and now, like it or not, we are kind of in bed with them.
I think about an hour ago, and this is unconfirmed news reports that seem to have been confirmed, that they had already started bombing a couple of bridges.
There you go.
Oh, all right, cool. 800-771-1025. I know that things are crazy because I found Tucker Carlson to be a person who said something that a lot of other people with louder voices should have said, and that is referring to Donald Trump's Easter Sunday tweet. Look, if I had manipulated the support of evangelicals to gain the presidency, as Donald Trump clearly did, he's got that wacky lady, Paula, whatever, who's married to the dude from Journey, who believes in prosperity gospel, speaks in tongues, etc. He managed to court the evangelical demographic, and they pretty much got him elected. If that was me on Easter Sunday, I probably would have tweeted, he is risen, even if I didn't believe it. Out of respect to the evangelicals that helped me get elected, I would have said, what a beautiful day, whether Christian or not, to celebrate rebirth. Happy Passover to my Jewish friends, and a very happy Easter to all my fellow believers in Christ. It is a glorious day of going to church and finding hard-boiled eggs. Which, by the way, when we did Easter egg hunts, there was no chocolate or candy. We hunted the actual eggs.
I believe so.
The PAAS, P-A-A-S Corporation, they gave you that little wand, and you have the food coloring or whatever, and you would dip your little egg in there and dip the other side, and then you'd hide the eggs, and you'd always forget one. So like 3 weeks later, you're like, did you crap your pants? No. Is there a missing hard-boiled egg somewhere? Oh, there it is. We had no plastic egg with shekels inside. You had to find the actual egg. And then if you found it, what was your treat? You got to eat it. Great. Good luck peeling that son of a bitch. I digress. On Easter morning, to tweet out the F word and praise be to Allah, that did not sit well with one Tucker Carlson, who did a video that I sent to Senning last night calling out Donald Trump. And Trump, to his credit, responded in a very diplomatic, understanding way.
Yeah, get out of here.
Tucker's a low IQ person that has absolutely no idea what's going on. He calls me all the time. I don't respond to his calls. I don't deal with him. I like dealing with smart people, not fools. Burn. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Was it?
No.
Hey, Drew.
It's not.
I
hey,
hope
man.
you guys are
What's
right,
your name?
but they report. It's David.
Hi, David.
They reported a couple hours ago from Fairford RAF Air Force Base in the UK, a bunch of American B-52s taking off, and it's about a 7-hour flight to Iran. So, oh man, that's scary.
Have B-52s. Where did you say they were taking off?
Fairford, UK, RAF, Royal Air Force.
I know what RAF stands for. I'm no rube over here. Come on, man. All right, let me take a look. B-52s taking off out of, let's see.
Fairford.
I got him right here. Wouldn't that be great if instead of dropping bombs, we actually just had the B-52s play over in Tehran?
Drop crates of rock lobsters.
Build a love shack, and then come back to my own private Idaho. And then hang out in Rome, if you want to. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, here's the problem I have with that tweet about killing the whole civilization is if the
Sounds so weird to say, right? Doesn't it feel so weird to reference a tweet by a president saying about ending an entire civilization? We're in crazy times, bruh.
We are in very crazy times. The problem with that is if they call our bluff, what does Russia and China think of us when it comes to negotiations? We don't follow through with our public threats.
Oh, I didn't think about. Well, to be perfectly frank with you, I don't think that Russia and China already hold us in very high esteem.
Yeah, where you been the last 4 years, bro?
You know,
Russia ain't trying to negotiate with us. They don't have to, nor does China.
Yeah, I think they both kind of know they got us by the short hairs.
I mean, then why aren't they jumping in with Iran? They're only giving them coordinates right now.
Oh, yeah, no, they're going to fight the war on their terms, man.
Yeah.
They're going to do it in a way like when the Chinese nationals were buying up land in the Midwest United States of America last year before last, et cetera, I realized they're playing Chinese checkers and we're playing checkers. That was a pretty good observation, Drew.
Yeah, and this is the thing. With Russia, it's like you keep staying out of this little takeover of the Ukraine, and we'll stay out of your takeover of Iran.
God, geopolitics is just 800-771-1025. So then if the deadline comes and nothing at all happens, what, we got to do something so Russia and China know that we're serious?
Drew, the B-52s are in the air. Didn't you hear the call?
Oh, yeah. That's right. They are. Hold on. I have actual audio.
You know how much fuel costs right now?
It's a lot.
You ain't going to just have them take off and come back.
Did B-52s take off?
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the left.
1 hour ago. Oh, well, 2 hours ago, an American B-52 bomber armed with 12 cruise missiles failed to take off from RAF Fairford after suffering engine trouble. I think that's a good sign.
No, it's not.
Oh.
We got more than one B-52. I hope.
You got Fred Schneider and Kate Pearson. Britain reinforces that U.S. cannot use British bases for attacks on Iran.
Yeah, I thought that was the case.
Yeah,
too.
so I don't think they're going to allow that.
They wouldn't be taken off from there.
India today is reporting that B-52 bombers are heading to Iran, but I don't know about India today. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
2 hours ago, an American. Hey.
Hi.
Drew.
Sir.
Hey, Drew.
What?
Seriously about the war, do you think that for the last 20 years, these 20 and 25-year-old young men that are growing up in Iran, they know one thing, and that the only thing they know is to kill Americans and kill the Jews.
So just 1 second. You honestly believe, based on extremism, that Iran is an entire country of people who wish death upon Americans and Jews?
Half them.
Half of them?
Not the whole country. Yeah.
And just so we're on the same page, like, what metrics are you using to say that 50% of the country is like that?
Well, I can't give you an exact percentage.
Okay. But your belief is that half of Iran wishes death upon Americans and Jewish people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what?
So what do you do with them? What do we do with them? If they're going to kill us, if we don't kill them.
How are they going to? This is the type of, no offense, moronic mentality that got us to where we are right now. How are they going to do that, sir?
War, bombs, terrorism. That's what they stand for. Terrorism.
Then why have they not in the last 20 years or so, or 25 years, dropped a bomb on us or committed a terrorist attack on our soil?
Don't let them have the bomb, or they will.
Do you not think they might have the bomb already?
No, they would have done it. Okay. We're doing a good job on taking care of most of their bombs, but think about it. That's how they know, these 25-year-old men, is to kill Americans. That's how they know.
It isn't. It really isn't. I feel bad that you think that. I really do, and I imagine that there are some gullible, head up their ass, xenophobic individuals over there that think the same thing that you think about them. I want to believe that most people in this world want peace, love, happiness, and harmony. But if it brings you joy to believe that about Iranians wanting to kill us all, awesome. I think if you were to poll the average American from 1980 on how they feel about Iran, half of them would probably say the same thing you did. Where does that get us? Why can't we just leave them the hell alone?
I gotta be honest with you. I've been on social media since social media began, and over the last 20 years, I don't remember anybody posting anything about Iran.
800-771-1025.
For there to be this urgency to obliterate an entire civilization, you mother truckers ain't said ish about Iran on social media in the last 20 years.
That is true.
Where's the fire?
Well, maybe they got nukes. Maybe now they got nukes.
No, we obliterated them 7 months ago.
Drew Garabo Live, hello.
With all those B-52s en route, Planet Claire is a goner.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of B-52s talk I want on this show right here. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I'd much rather talk about those B-52s from Athens, Georgia.
There's a beast lurking on your street. And
that's a commercial. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, it's Skip the Trip, guys. How you guys doing today?
Hey, what's up, Skip the Trip? How you been, dude?
Usually I like to call them more better topics, but
better topics. What the hell does that mean? It's the biggest story in the goddamn country.
No, not better, but like more light topics, less scary topics, I guess you can say. But if this escalates, CENTCOM, one of our main military communications through all our bases abroad, is out of MacDill.
Yes.
And if this does escalate, that puts us as Tampa residents or us tampons in harm's way.
Tampanians, sir. We are not tampons. We are Tampanians.
Well,
I
feel comfortable inside there.
Do you want to be a tampon? Do you? I mean, it would.
Well, get in where you fit in. You know.
Get in where
you got to get in where you fit in. So
that doesn't make any sense to what I asked you at all. Thank you very much. 800-771-1025. Diplomatic efforts for peaceful settlement of the ongoing war in the Middle East are progressing. This is according to Shahbaz Sharif, Diplomatic efforts for peaceful settlement of the ongoing war in the Middle East are progressing steadily, strongly, and powerfully, with the potential to lead to substantive results in near future. To allow diplomacy to run its course, I earnestly request President Trump to extend the deadline for 2 weeks. Well, there's his way out. Perfect. That's all I want. I think this guy's maybe the leader of Pakistan. Like he's the head Pakistani in charge, if you will. Pakistan, in all sincerity, requests the Iranian brothers to open, not in relation to the chemical brothers, by the way, to open the Strait of Hormuz for a corresponding period of 2 weeks as a goodwill gesture. We also urge all warring parties to observe a ceasefire everywhere for 2 weeks to allow diplomacy to achieve conclusive termination of war in the interest of long-term peace and stability in the region.
You can't negotiate with terrorists, Drew.
They do say that. And from what I heard from an Iranian gentleman that I golfed with once, Iran will not listen to diplomacy.
I meant Iran should negotiate with terrorists.
Oh. This Iranian gentleman said, and this is, I think, way back when Obama was in the White House, he told me, I said, couldn't we, will they respond to diplomacy? Couldn't we just sit down and hammer something out? No. They only respond to force. So
was it you that quoted a movie line where the woman, I can't remember what it was, but they were talking about war, and she said to the male star, and it was the end of the film, she said, "You know who wins? The most committed."
It wasn't me, but it sounds very, very profound, and therefore it was me. I said that.
You have to remember how committed.
They're committed.
The terrorist ideology is.
They're very extremely committed.
We can't even commit to a cell phone plan.
No, we're just tourists.
Over here. What Verizon? You'll do what for me over AT&T that I've been with for 12 years?
Not this guy. I've stuck with Verizon forever. I went with Sprint when cell phones were first a thing. And then after like 3 years, I went with Verizon. And I got to say, they don't pay me to say this. They probably should. I have been with Verizon for so damn long. I am beyond happy. I know people love to bitch about their service and whatnot. I couldn't, not a paid ad. They don't pay me. They should pay me. They don't pay me. I could not be happier with my Verizon service. Now, Spectrum, I'm very happy with my Wi-Fi and my cable, and they do pay me to say that. But I was a Spectrum customer long, long, long before I was a Spectrum endorser. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Hello?
Me?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Oh, my bad. It's Eric.
Eric. What's up, dude?
Hey, I think that dude may have said get in where you fit in because he said tampon.
Eric. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hey, what's going on, Drew Mo? How's it going this afternoon?
You got a great voice on you. Bad connection, but great voice. What's your name?
Oh, hold on just a second here.
Okay, sure.
Okay, how's that?
I thought it was a little more menacing before.
Yeah, it was a little more menacing. It's like when the optometrist is like, better like this or better like this. You're like, neither one of them's good. I can't see anything. Go on.
1 or 2, 3 or 4.
Exactly.
Anyway, so I wanted to beckon your memory to see if you recalled a parody that was of a Beach Boys song that was Bomb, 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 Iran.
I do. Back in the 80s. Bomb, 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 Iran, bomb. I do. Very clever.
Yes.
Wait, what did you call it? What kind of song?
A parody.
Oh, like a parody's nuts all over your face?
Boom! Talk about dropping a bomb, bitch.
Ooh, this could be a scammer. Hello?
Hey, hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great today. How are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm Ellie. You remember me?
Of course I remember you.
Oh, yeah, really? Are you still living in New York?
Absolutely. Right here in uptown Manhattan, just looking out my window right now at Central Park. There's the Empire State Building. Was that the wrong answer?
Oh, yeah.
There's a Statue of Liberty. Give me your masses. You're unwashed. You're poor. You're huddled. Yearning to be free. What can I do for you?
Oh, yeah, it's ready. I'm calling my friend John. Are you not John?
I'm John.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your name is John, right?
What?
Your name is John, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm Ellen.
Hello.
Yeah. Do you remember me?
You asked me that already, and I'm telling you, I have a vague memory. Could you just remind me? I'm a little bit older. Can you remind me how we know each other? And then I'll give you all my personal information. You can have all the money in every bank account that I have.
Oh, yeah. Are you from delivery service?
Delivery service?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Sure. That rings a bell. Absolutely.
What's up?
Do you think that was a scam, or do you think it was just a wrong number? It had to be a scam, right?
Yeah, of course.
But
she was all over the map.
What was she getting at? I kind of think that might have been just a legit wrong number. I thought it was a scam at first, but I just don't understand. Like, she would have known that maybe she could tell I was too bright to fall for one of her scams.
I think you tripped her up.
Yeah.
You tripped up. Yeah.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to make a comment. I go to school with a guy from Iraq. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
And he made a career out of working with our military as an interpreter.
Cool.
And he said that we have no idea as Americans what goes on over there. And I'm sure there's good Iranians and good Iraqis and everything like that. But the death to America being said all the time is just not cool, man. Just not cool. And I don't think they should bomb the whole entire country, but something still needs to be done about it.
Why? Why can't they have that opinion? You know, we as a country, we've stuck our nose into places all over the globe. We've left families without fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, etc. Could you not understand? I love this country. Don't get me wrong. I love just about everything that we're all about. But you could understand why countries, especially in the Middle East, would have a less than favorable opinion on the United States of America, right?
Oh, we're the greatest, most crookedest country on the planet. I understand that.
Should we bomb you because you called us a crooked country? Aren't you the same thing as they are? Exactly. The B-52s are headed to your house, my friend. Send the B-52s over to that guy's house. He said we're crooked. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Yo, Drew, what's up, bro?
Tough guy, Jeff. Where in the hell have you been? It's been months, dude.
Man. What's up, Moon?
I'm all right.
All right. Listen, I was in the store yesterday, and one of my old co-workers he said, yo, tough guy, I heard you on the radio.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that. I want you to be super famous because of our show, man. That's awesome. Where'd you used to work?
Yeah. I used to work at this place called TMC at Home Depot, like tarping trucks.
Oh, all right. That's very good. I watch TMC every once in a while to get the dirt on celebs. You know, Justin Timberlake got a DUI. You know, it's TMC.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, but you guys are really good. I really love you guys.
Thanks, man.
Mo.
Yo.
I love to hear you and Spike on the mic.
Oh, thank you.
I do, man.
You're just now I think you're joking. But listen, we love you. We love you, tough guy. Have yourself a great day, all right?
All right. See you guys.
Yeah, man. Good hearing from you, tough guy.
Yo.
800-771-1025. I love that guy.
He's great.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Yeah, hey, John. How you been? John Wright from New York.
That is correct.
You remember me, right?
I do, absolutely. In New York, we got a dirty water hot dog together. It was great.
Yeah. And then we went to the pet shop. You remember the dog you picked out?
Huh? 800-771-1025. He lost me there.
Yeah.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Good afternoon, Drew. Love the show, by the way.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you were talking about Trump earlier, and I ducked into a meeting. Now I'm back on. But I wanted to make one comment on it.
Sure.
Listen, you got to admit that these crazy regime in Iran. I mean, I think the point I'm trying to say is sometimes you got to deal with crazy with crazy.
Well, no, you don't. If you deal with crazy, then you just got two crazy entities going at each other, and that's not going to end well. You ever date a crazy girl? You ever?
Oh, great analogy.
You know, you ever? I'm sure, sir. Chances are very good that you have found yourself in a relationship, or at least a situationship, with a crazy girl, right?
Absolutely, a couple ex-wives.
Okay, so then you ever try to go crazy at the crazy girl? That ain't gonna work. You're both gonna end up in the hospital or jail.
But I just am saying that you can't like when we had the Cold War, it was mutually assured destruction, which kept us out of a nuclear war against the Soviet Union.
That is true. I hope the Russians love their children too. Absolutely.
But you don't have that with these absolute, theocracy-driven 72 virgins or what it is mentality.
But why don't you have that when for 47 years or the last 25, nothing's gone on? Why don't you have that?
I think that 6 feckless administrations have let Iran do what they've said they are going to do. They have telegraphed it over and over, and they want to bomb.
Well, then why haven't they done it?
Why haven't they done it?
Because it takes a huge amount of technology. It takes weapons-grade uranium.
So all of a sudden, they're ready to do that, right. And they're an imminent threat, is what you're saying. All of a sudden now.
I believe that to be the case.
Okay, but didn't we obliterate all of that 9 months ago, 7 months ago?
You do your best, but when
no. He didn't say we did our best. He said it was obliterated.
So are you saying that he spoke out of turn is a reason not to, even though they threw a missile at Diego Garcia, which is part of Europe, meaning they signaled that they could put a missile into London or Paris?
No, I'm saying
nuclear material.
I'm saying the president said we obliterated their nuclear material. They were done. That was from the White House.
I get that, but are you holding him to that standard so now that we aren't sure if that's the case, that he shouldn't do that because he said that already? It should be gone. There is reports that there's 475 kilograms unaccounted for, buried at this. They have kind of honed in on it. I'm not sure it's true or not, but I think it's a lot more proof.
So let's cut to the chase here. So you're saying we should wipe out their civilization? Is that what you're saying?
Or something that you're not sure that's true? Admittedly.
No, I think that it is. You referenced this earlier. I do think it's art of the deal.
There we go. Perfect. We are on the same page there for sure.
Art of the deal.
It was chapter 14.
Bully until they call your bluff. Yeah. Is that the art of? That's what Greenland did.
Well, no, that was chapter 13. Chapter 14 was threatened to end civilizations as a negotiation tool. When we come back, the downside to rapid weight loss. If you have a partner who's been doing the jab and losing a lot of weight, they're going to leave you. I'll tell you why next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Lightning hit the road to take on the Ottawa Senators. The game starts at 7 p.m. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still reporting earlier traffic crash at North Tyrone Boulevard and 22nd Avenue that has the 2 lanes blocked. Still heading over towards Hillsborough. North Del Mabry at Lineball Avenue got a crash there blocking the left lane. And also Brandon Boulevard at Lakewood Drive got reports of a crash there. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farrah cook, Tampa.
Gas prices are up, so saving money where you can matters. That's where Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey comes in. With more inventory than any Kia dealer in Tampa, we buy more so you save more. Lease a new 2026 Kia K5 GT line for just $125 a month. Shop over 850 vehicles today at KenGanleyKiaNewportRichey.com. Gas prices are high. Your car payment doesn't have to be at Ken Ganley Kia.
For offer details, call 727-853-1393.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs can change. Kids will grow. New memes will come out. It's out of your control. But what if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from online threats. You get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices and no one battling for bandwidth. Plus, get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi, all with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. To get started, call, visit Xfinity.com, or drop into an Xfinity store today. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.99%, APR 6.02% on a 30-year fixed rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
I need a little range, step to the range. There's a new flavor in town, the Jalapeno Ranch Club at Chick-fil-A. With that juicy Chick-fil-A original spicy or grilled chicken, a buttermilk ranch bun, candied bacon, pepper jack cheese, and jalapeno ranch sauce. It's got big ranch vibes with a little heat. Chick-fil-A's new Jalapeno Ranch Club. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
Spring break, rule number 1. Don't be boring. Rule number 2, see rule number 1. Before the party starts, hit Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter. We've got the stuff that turns a good night into a story you can't tell everyone. Fast, easy, no judgment. This spring break, upgrade your plans. Planet X and XTC Adult Supercenter. Your secret is safe with us.
In a world that never stops moving, aviation never stands still. And behind every safe takeoff, every smooth landing, stands an aviation maintenance technician. Those skilled technicians are built in hangars, in classrooms, built at National Aviation Academy, where determination becomes knowledge and ordinary people rise to meet extraordinary challenges. In as little as 14 months, you can train to become an aviation maintenance technician, the backbone of every aircraft. The steady hand behind every solution. Aviation moves fast. Your future can move faster. Visit NAA.edu today. For more information about our statistics, visit NAA.edu/success.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter. or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights? At home or at work, we'll make your happy place your own. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Eligibility and results may vary. A beautiful, confident smile can change everything. It changes how people see you and how you see yourself. When you're proud of your smile, confidence comes naturally. At Sage Dental, we make that confidence possible. Using the latest technology, our caring team of dentists, orthodontists, and oral surgeons use minimally invasive techniques for the smile you've always wanted. Whether it's braces, clear aligners, implants, partial or full restorations, all of Sage Dental's personalized treatments are conveniently done right there in the office. With same-day and next-day appointments, call Sage now and visit our newest location in St. Petersburg. We work with most insurance plans. No insurance? No problem. Our Sage Care Plus plan can save you up to 65% on general or specialty dental care. Sage Dental, leading with innovation centered on care. Call 800-299-1100. 800-299-1100. That's 800-299-1100.
A multi-billion-dollar settlement is paying claims for up to 21 years. If you were exposed to weed killers at work or at home, your rights are affected. If you or your family has or had non-Hodgkin lymphoma, you could receive $6,000 to $165,000 or more. This settlement impacts you even if you're not sick, because this blood cancer can take 10 to 15 years to appear. If you stay in the settlement, you give up your right to sue. Learn more at weedkillerclass.com or call 888-403-8201. Paid for by the Roundup Settlement.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
It may have sounded like I was outraged over the Donald Trump tweet. I was concerned and terrified, but I was nowhere near as outraged as I was when I read this next news story that I'm about to bring to your attention. Look, I'm a big believer in body positivity. I think you should love yourself no matter what shape you are. Skinny, big, small, medium, whatever, love yourself. I find I'm happiest when I'm in the gym and I'm eating relatively healthy. Although the phrase, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels, is an absolute lie. There are many things that taste way better than skinny feels. You just can't eat them all the time. Otherwise, you'll never know how skinny feels, right? Mm-hmm. So when I read this story, fat jabs to unleash divorce boom. Couples undergoing rapid weight loss are twice as likely to end their relationship. Look, diet, exercise, expend more calories than you take in. That is the way you lose weight in a healthy manner. The jab is cheating. It's cheating your way to skinny. If you're okay with that, jab yourself. You deserve to feel great about yourself. And if you don't feel great about yourself and the jab is what you need to get there, do it. Feel great. Just like with cosmetic surgery. I'm personally not a fan of it. But if you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see and you think cosmetic surgery would help that, do what you need to do to feel great about yourself. I don't think that the jab is sustainable. I think there are people who do the gastric bypass surgery who do that and then modify their diet, and they are skinny for the rest of their life. I think that's awesome. Don't automatically think skinniness equals happiness, because if you're never eating anything you love, you're miserable, right?
Yeah.
But this story I just found so insanely unfair. Let's look at the logic of this. Say there's a lady who's 300 pounds, right? She found herself a man who appreciates her. Awesome. This dude's with her for 10 years. And then she decides, you know what? I'm going to do the jab, see what I can get down to. So she does the jab, loses 100 pounds, gets down to 2 bills. From 3 bills, that's monumental change. Then she goes, I don't want to be with this jerk anymore. That's the guy that loved you when you were fat. You have an obligation to him. He defended you when his friends would mock your weight. Much like Johnny Sack and Tony Soprano. Like, you have a debt to that person who stuck with you when you were bigger. To leave someone because you cheated your way to skinny is insane. You deserve to die alone if you do that. You deserve to get fat again and then die alone. Twice as likely to get a divorce if you get the the jab. That is insane.
Well, isn't it almost incumbent upon you to leave somebody that was happy when you were fat? Don't you want somebody that wants to be with somebody that looks better?
No.
I don't want somebody that's going to settle. How does that reflect on me, Drew?
Okay, you're making the assumption that they were just like, you're big, you're going to be big forever. I'm certain that most dudes and ladies who are in a relationship with someone bigger have at least attempted to gently encourage that person to develop healthy habits of diet and exercise.
I need you to go Trump on me. I need you to go.
I'm going to end your fat civilization?
I'm going to give you till Tuesday to drop some weight.
I've never been fat. I've been chubby. I know I don't know what it's like to wake up every day hating the way that your body looks. I know that when I've been my chubbiest, I was very, very unhappy, and I won't even pretend to know what it's like to feel that feeling. It's got to feel bad, and despite the fact that America still, for whatever reason, is okay making fat jokes, myself included sometimes, we should have a lot more sympathy and support for people who are larger. We have now created an industry where doctors, medical professionals are making millions, if not billions of dollars a year, helping you cheat your way to skinny. The downside of that is that people are getting skinny and then leaving their spouse who was there for them at their biggest. That's crazy. Drew Garabo Live. I wish I could see you agree.
Hey, Drew, how's it going? Hey, Mo.
Hey, what's up?
I'm just saying.
So I was listening to Mike Calta this morning, and Carmen brought up a very good point. So, I'm definitely not a skinny person.
Is that the point she brought up? Because that's a mean point for her to bring up. She said, this caller, is not a skinny person. Shame on you, Carmen.
I know, she's heartless. But anyway, so she brought up the point of how, when you are getting to know somebody, part of the bonding is the eating. And all of a sudden, if that bonding is gone, you know what I'm saying?
That is actually a really good point. I didn't think about that.
I thought she had a point there.
She does. She's got a great point, because I will say, Sarah and I are very aligned with music. We're very aligned with a lot of things, physical contact, sex, etc., comedy, blah, blah, blah. But our love language is food. And if she gets the jab, well, I'd leave her. No, I'm just kidding. If she got the jab and could no longer eat the things that we love to eat, that's going to be a bummer. That would be a huge thing in our relationship. So maybe that is an understandable reason, I suppose, to leave someone. But wouldn't you want to get skinny if your partner got skinny, no matter how they got skinny?
Once you do, I'll open you back up into my home.
Well, I don't see it being a reason to get a divorce. I mean,
No,
But I'm just saying, I could see that, though.
I could see that being an inconvenience for sure. No doubt about it. I could absolutely see that. And I appreciate you bringing that up. I didn't hear her say that, and I wouldn't have thought of that had you not brought that up.
I'll throw out another apt correlation, I believe. You both big partiers. You both love to drink, and then at one point you say, you know what? I've drank enough. I'm done. And you manage to completely eliminate alcohol out of your life. You can't associate with somebody that's always tipping the bottle up, some rum bum, some vodka whore.
An alcoholic, certainly not. But someone who enjoys a casual drink, that shouldn't bother you. If you were a former drinker, unless you had a rehab situation where you got to be around a sober partner. But if you decide to sober up, let your partner have a couple of drinks now and then.
I feel like you're rubbing it in my face. I got to cut you loose, Drew.
That's on you. That's not on your partner. I'll be your DD all day. You go ahead and booze it up. I'm gonna be that DD. I'll be driving your ass around.
Oh, make no mistake. I'm the one that's continuing to drink in this equation.
No way. Not you.
And quite frankly, if you decide to stop to drink, hit the bricks, because I can't be hanging out with somebody that's not throwing them back.
This is a shallow human being, ladies and gentlemen. 800-771-1025. I just was so shocked when I saw the headline, Fat Jabs to Unleash Divorce Boom. All I thought about is a supportive man or woman who stood by a stout individual, a portly person, while they were bigger, and then they cheated their way to skinny, and all of a sudden they dumped the person. Oh, you like fat girls, you know? Like, no, I love you, and I'm still going to love you now that you're skinny. Well, guess what? I don't love you anymore because now I can get a hotter dude. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Hi, this is Shelby.
Hi, Shelby. What's up?
Hi, I was just calling about the losing weight. So me and my husband have been together for 16 years tomorrow.
Wow. Congrats. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. We've both went up and down in our weight. I actually had the gastric bypass.
Awesome.
And I think it's more than just like, the losing the weight. Like your whole mindset changes. Like you become more active. You are... You're less depressed, like your whole personality and mindset on life just kind of changes. So maybe that may have something to do with it too. Like you're just in a different spot emotionally and mentally, after you've lost that weight.
Plus, if your partner doesn't take the steps to lose weight, and even if you're cheating by doing the jab, you've done something to try to lose weight. And if your partner doesn't do that, and you did do that, and now you're looking at yourself going, all right, I'm getting it going on. And then you're like, you schlub, you're doing nothing over there. Then you're not going to be aligned. That's a good point. Thank you, and happy anniversary. Is he taking you out to dinner? Where are you going?
No, he has to work. I have to work. We have a toddler, so we may just have something at the house.
Oh, what a bummer. I wish I had a restaurant certificate I'd send you guys to. Let's suppose like you guys got a night out, and what restaurant would you go to? Like, what would be a special occasion meal for you guys?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, they can't even
remember.
I don't know.
We haven't been out in so long.
Damn kids. I know. They ruin everything. You forgot what it's like to eat as a normal human being. You got that crying going on. Well, good luck to you guys. Next time you guys find yourselves alone and you got a meal that you're going to enjoy, let me know about it afterwards. I love talking food.
Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Happy anniversary.
Give that marriage till August.
Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you? 16 years, Maurice.
It's clearly at the frame point.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
Hi. I go by Nene.
Hi, Renee. How are you?
How did you know my name would be Renee?
Because I'm a genius.
Wow, Drew, that was really smart of you.
Super smart.
Well, I'm talking about the topic that it's kind of be biased, but it's the opposite of what you guys are talking about right now, because I struggle to gain weight.
Oh, you poor thing.
Let the woman talk, Drew.
I'm sorry. I'm just, like most people, I vomit when I hear people say things like that. Is a problem that most of us would love to have, but grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. For you, people are probably like, eat a sandwich. Oh, why don't you eat a sandwich? You're like, bitch, I am the way I am. I'm trying to gain weight.
I've been like this my entire life, and I married my husband when I was, I think, 110 pounds. And now I think I'm 128.
Ooh, really porking
so
out there.
I've succeeded.
That's good.
I've succeeded.
Good.
And I want to say, I don't understand exactly why a woman would leave her husband for another man, or when she loses weight. I don't know, when she went through the struggles. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And
I do. It seems so heartless, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's completely heartless. Like, I would be in and out of the hospital, and my husband was right by my side.
Yeah. I think if you find the right one, then they are with you through thick and thin, pun intended. You know what I mean? You got to ride or die.
Yeah.
You got to ride or die. I know that if I put on 50 pounds, Sarah's still going to love me. I'm not going to love myself, but she's still going to love me. She could put on 100 pounds. I'm still going to love the hell out of her. I'm not going to love myself. No, I'm just kidding. But listen, thank you for your insight, and try eating fettuccine Alfredo every day. I'm sure you'll get up to 138 like that,
Yeah, but my husband is egging me on to gain weight, and that's a perfect thing.
Oh.
And I know I'll never get to 300 pounds, but
not with that attitude, you won't. No. Listen, thank you. God, I can. It's funny. I can mock it now because I'm well removed from my 20s. But I graduated high school at the same height I am right now. I weighed 132 pounds. I was emaciated. I could not. I don't know if it was like a metabolism issue or whatever. I could not gain weight. I could put on a little muscle mass if I went to the gym, but look like a little toothpick with a little marshmallow at the arm. I just could not.
I was the same at 6'2".
Yeah.
I think I was 170. I was like Will Smith skinny.
Yeah, and couldn't gain weight. I'd eat pizzas and Big Macs and everything, and wouldn't gain a pound. And my mom's like, you better watch that. One day it's going to catch up with you. Boom. It caught up. It caught up big time. Hi, Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Afternoon.
This is Rick from Palmetto.
What up, Rick?
Hey, how you doing? I tried the jab thing and I'm not overweight. I'm 215 pounds, 6 foot. And I tried it for 2 months. I wanted to get to 190, and it worked. But the moment that you come off of it, and it's expensive, the moment you come off on it, I went right back to 215.
Yeah. That'll happen. That's the downside. And what happens if you do the jab and then you lose all that weight, you dump your partner, and then you gain all the weight again?
Yeah.
Like,
And I would think that you would expect that if you're not doing any work, you're just taking a medication that gives you results, that once you stop taking the medication, you're going to go back to where you were. If you haven't changed anything about your lifestyle, why wouldn't you go back to where you were?
Right. And that is what I consider cheating. Like, diet and exercise to me is the way to lose weight. You expend more calories than you take in. That is the healthy way to lose weight. Anything other than that to give yourself a little boost, to me, cheating. Should you care about that? Good Lord, no. Let's come back and give away some prizes. It's 407 Day, meaning that I've got the top 10 things that are either associated with or come from Orlando.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier crash on Tyrone Boulevard has been cleared out of the roadway. Still reporting on other crash at Northdale Mabry and Lineball Avenue that does have the left lane blocked, along with Brandon Boulevard at Lakewood Drive. Reports of a disabled vehicle right now at I-75 South and US 301 blocking the center lane. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Right now at Bob's Carpet and Flooring, get 3 rooms of carpet fully installed starting at just $9.99. That's carpet, pad, and installation. They're more than just carpet. They've got laminate, hardwood, vinyl, and tile. Head on over to Bob's Carpet and Flooring, 17 Tampa area locations, or go to bobscarpetandflooring.com.
Most financial advisors only manage your money. They refer you out for taxes. They refer you out for estate planning. They refer you out when things get complicated. Did they really vet that person? Or did they meet once, exchange business cards, and call it a partnership? A referral isn't accountability. It's a handoff. When your investments, taxes, and estate plan are built separately, gaps happen, and those can cost money. At Trajan, we didn't build a referral network. We built a family office for all. Wealth, tax, estate. One team delivering coordinated planning, once reserved for the ultra-wealthy. If you want real coordination and not just introductions, call Trajan Wealth today. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
This is Mav, Spokeseagull for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Some people ask me, hey Mav, how do you stay so cool even though an eagle's body temperature is a toasty 106? The answer, my friend, is Veteran Air. Veterans expert techs keep the nest nice and cool, and my ducts, that's duct, not duck, fresh and clean. Whether you need an AC tune-up, repair, or unit replaced, we're here to serve you fast. So be cool. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air. If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congrats to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of the $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included and most windows are installed in under 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that's going to transfer when you sell your home. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word WOW to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. Text WOW to 20129.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory. I recently had 2 sets of customers who had vastly different stories. One had purchased elsewhere 3 years ago and spent $5,000, and the other had purchased from OMF 12 years ago and spent $1,000. The difference? Our customer's mattress lasted 4 times longer and cost them 5 times less. Don't waste money on overpriced, overhyped mattresses. Visit the Original Mattress Factory for unbeatable quality and value. Sleep better, longer, for less.
Man, these nights have been cold.
Heh, not that cold.
Well, you're from Mississippi, honey. We're not used to winter in Florida.
Especially at night if your power goes out.
Yeah, if that happens, call Bolt Electric.
And we're on our way.
Better yet, call us before that happens to you.
We'll give you our home electrical health and safety check so you can rest comfortably.
We're also experts in installing whole home surge protection.
Guaranteed to protect your electrical system from energy surges.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-292-4541 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-292-4541. That's 800-292-4541. What do you have to lose? Call 800-292-4541. Again, 800-292-4541.
Hey, Tampa Bay, pollen season is here, and you know what that means. It's time to bubble down. Stop by Bubble Down Car Wash and get the best clean for your ride. Say goodbye to pollen and hello to a spotless shine. Bubble Down Car Wash, the bestest car wash in town.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them.
I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. New Metal is back. Allegiant Space Dust IPA presents New Metal Mayhem. Friday, April 24th at Janice Live. Throw it back to the loudest, angriest era featuring Crawling, Got the Life, and Nookie tributes. $10.25 tickets on sale now at JaniceLive.com or win them from theboneonline.com. New Metal Mayhem. You'll scream every word.
Being in a crash, don't let the system scare you. We make it simple. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun, Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Just a few lingering showers around overnight tonight as lows stay in the mid-60s. Then coming up during the day on Wednesday, lots of clouds, still breezy at times, and off and on showers, and highs will stay in the mid-70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
April 7th, 407 day. A day we salute the city. Just a quick drive up Interstate 4. City where I'll be spending time on Sunday at the Just Call Mo Mini Masters at Congo River Golf, playing a little miniature golf in a charity event. Love Just Call Mo, great dude. And a city that we are going to highlight in today's audio game. You may, of course, use Maurice as your lifeline. As always, once per call, 800-771-1025 is the number. I'm going to play you an audio clip. You will tell me what Orlando entity, what Orlando person, what Orlando musician, what Orlando attraction might be represented by that audio clip. 800-771-1025. There are 10 of them, and here is number 10. 800-771-1025. Hello there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
This is Steven.
Steven, how are we doing today, buddy?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Very well, thank you. Appreciate you asking. What can we do you for?
Calling to play the game.
All right, very good. Did you know the first one that we played? What Orlando entity might be represented by it? Do you know it?
Can I go to Maurice for that one?
You certainly may. Here's your Mo Lifeline. Mo?
Have to believe it is magic.
He's absolutely right. It is DJ Magic Mike with Drop the Bass. Very good, Maurice. You have, sir, used your lifeline. So you got to go 9 through 1 all by yourself. Otherwise, somebody gets to jump in and steal. Here is the number 9, 407 related entity.
You are my fire, the one desire, believe.
The Backstreet Boys.
That is absolutely correct. Formed in Orlando. Howie D, the lead singer, I believe, went to Dr. Phillips High School.
Who was the lead singer?
Oh, nice try, Maurice. Well done, sir. That is the number 9. Here is number 8.
Like Spielberg, you get your ass kicked in the park. You don't believe me? The proof is in the pudding. Been a boy in the hood way before Cuba Gooding. I flip script with the mad Paul style freeze. Music, please. I dribble around like basketballums. People call me 18. What's that, man? Extra tallums.
What do you think?
Oh man, you got me. I'm gonna step out, man. You got me on that one.
You
Sorry.
sure you didn't hear the lyrics? Okay, all right, okay. I'll give a hint. Even though it is a rap song, this individual is not known in Orlando for rapping. 800-771-1025. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, it's Ian. How you guys doing?
Ian, very well. Thank you. How are you today, sir?
Doing great, thanks.
Good. Do you know the current Orlando entity for 407 Day currently on the table?
I do not.
Let me play. I'll play it for you again.
Spielberg, you get your ass kicked in the park. You don't believe me? The proof is in the pudding. Been a boy in the hood way before Cuba Gooding. I flip script with the mad Paul style freeze. Music, please. I dribble around like basketballums. People call me 18. What's that, man? Extra tallums.
Oh, man, no. I'm going to have to use Mo.
Maurice.
Who am I helping again?
This guy.
What's your name?
Ian.
Ian needs nuts off your chin, bitch.
And I hung up on the guy.
Why'd you do that?
It was an accident. Did you know it?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Call back, Ian.
Of course I know.
Sorry, 800-771-1025.
Be an idiot not to know it.
Damn it to hell. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, it's Tony again.
Tony, what's up?
Not much.
Cool. Hold on one second, Tony. I think we got Ian. Is this Ian?
Hello?
Are you Ian?
Frank?
Damn it to hell.
Damn it.
I really wish I hadn't hung up on Ian.
Well.
Your D's that usually a D's nuts is a punch out, and when you
was it reflex muscle
when you
memory?
D's nutted him, I was just like, oh, hold on, this might be Ian. Hang on. Hey, is this Ian? Hello?
Sorry. Call back, Ian.
No, I am. Hello, who's this?
Sean.
Oh, Ian, good. All right. Hold on one second, Sean. Hi, it's a bone. Who's this?
Ian.
Yes. Thank God. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry for Mo D's nutting you. And now,
I was like, what?
I know. And now Maurice is going to tell you, since you use your lifeline, what this actually is. What is it?
Shaq Diesel, baby.
That is indeed Shaq what? All right.
Diesel nuts.
Thank you, Ian. We know.
Yeah.
All right. Here is the number 7 entity from Orlando, the 407.
Obviously, E.T.
Right. So then what Orlando entity would be associated with E.T.?
Oh, Universal.
Yes, the Universal ride, the E.T., the ride. Very good. Number 6 entity associated with the 407.
She said it's cold outside and she hands me my raincoat. She's always worried about things like that.
Oh, my gosh.
You already used your lifeline. Uh-huh.
I should get an extra one since I got hung up on, right?
I was just about to hang up on you again. But go on.
Hold on. Oh,
man.
I can't think of the name of the band. Sorry.
All right. Hello, Tony?
Hey, how's it going, Drew?
Good, bud. What is this number 6 407 related entity, Tony?
She said it's cold outside and she hands me my raincoat.
What do you think?
Is that Matchbox 20?
It is. The Orlando band Tabitha's Secret with Rob Thomas used to come into our radio station all the time, and I told that Rob Thomas, you better give up this dream. The music industry is not for you, my friend. I was wrong. He could buy and sell me 10 times over.
Did not know they were Orlando.
Tabitha's Secret. Yep. Here is the number 5 Orlando entity.
the stones that are thrown are building up a wall. I have become.
I'm going to use the Mo Lifeline on this one.
Oh, Maurice, who hosts The Rock Show right here on 102.5 The Bone, is definitely going to know this one.
That's cumbersome, baby boy.
7 Mary 3 is correct. Well done. Here's number 4, Tony.
Bye, bye, bye from NSYNC.
Correct. Number 3.
It's alright if I just stay asleep, 'cause I don't want to leave the comfort of this place, 'cause there's a hunger.
That is a band the most famous Burt Kreischer swears he was a part of. That is Creed.
Yes, he's lying. Here is number 2.
And with that one, I am out. Drew, I will not be listening for 2 weeks. We're about to head overseas for our anniversary, and I will speak to you in about 2 weeks.
That sounds good. Happy anniversary to you and your beautiful wife. Congratulations. Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Hey, how you doing, Drew?
What up, buddy?
Not much. Just looking to play the game.
All right. What is this Orlando entity?
Is that the Haunted Mansion?
That is the Haunted Mansion. Well done. And the number 1 407 entity represented with an audio clip.
Can I phone a friend?
Maurice?
One more time. I was laughing.
If you know it, you know it.
Is that the Orlando Magic?
Orlando Magic. You're a winner. Hang on one second. That is the terrible Play the Song.
I love Razzle
Tails gonna say. They wrote the song in 89, but they rebooted it and made a new one, and now they play it after every Magic victory, which thankfully have happened quite a bit this year. Say, Maurice, what's coming up in the Mo Bet?
Well, some good news out of Iran. TSA is on its way out. And yeah, sure, she fell off the boat.
Next on the Mo Betta News, happening right now, Bert's Great American Bike Night, sponsored by the Fran Hosh Law Group at Bert's Barracuda Harley Davidson. You'll find that on 49th Street in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. Goes on until late. Hang out, biker games, music, food, fun, and a free bike ride series with prizes, by the way. Tomorrow night, of course, Quaker Steak and Lube for Fran Hosh Bike Night. And then tomorrow, 6 to 9, sponsored by the Fran Hosh Law Group and Full Throttle Magazine. It's a bike show at Circle S Barbecue. Get on down there and say hey to Fran and the Frantastics. Go to lawfran.com or the Fran Hosh Law Group Facebook events page. Thank you.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Earlier crash on Tyrone Boulevard has been cleared out of the roadway. Still reporting on other crash at Northdale Mabry and Linebaugh Avenue that does have the left lane blocked, along with Brandon Boulevard at Lakewood Drive. Reports of a disabled vehicle right now at I-75 South and US 301 blocking the center lane. I'm Ashley with traffic.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet Arch Support System.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support one. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy, you're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me, and good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? If you've waited to schedule your garage door tune-up, now is the time. Overhead Door Company of Tampa Bay will perform their 26-task garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79. That's one price for up to 3 garage doors and openers. The price is only available for a limited time. You need this done, so why not now? And for just $79. Call 813-885-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooroftampa.com.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.99%, APR 6.02% on a 30-year fixed rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
New Bluebell Brookie a la mode ice cream brings brownies and cookies together like never before. Big chunks of brownies, soft chocolate chip cookie pieces blended into a rich, creamy brown sugar ice cream. It's not too good to be true. It's just that good.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream available at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Slow drains or backups? Don't wait for a bigger mess. Hawkins Service Company is offering drain cleaning for just $79. With more than 4,000 five-star reviews across Tampa Bay, you can schedule today at HawkinsServiceCO.com. Hawkins, one call, handles it all.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left? I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier-looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped. Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Audibel, brand new hearing aids. I got them on right now, the Aeris AI. Unbelievable. When I'm in the booth broadcasting, fantastic. When I'm home watching TV and even listening to my wife, everything is fantastic. Audibel is great. By the way, the service is fantastic. Go on out, try them. You will not regret it.
Hear better, live better. Call Audibel today for your free hearing evaluation.
The path to a hands-on future starts here at National Aviation Academy, where curiosity becomes action and action becomes skill. Skilled technicians aren't born, they're built. Aviation moves fast. So what are you waiting for? Train to become an aviation maintenance technician in as little as 14 months. Elevate your skills and take your career to new heights. Visit NAA.edu today. For more information about our statistics, visit NAA.edu/success.
Listen Sunday mornings 10 to 11 for Prosper with Keith Singer. Keith brings you financial planning tips because he wants you to prosper in your retirement. That's Prosper with Keith Singer, Sunday 10 to 11 a.m. on WHPT 102.5 The Bone. Singer Wealth Advisors is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Now, Drew, but you know me. I'm a fair man. I'm not. You choking on that cod over there?
Choking on my cold flounder.
I'm not here to chide, deride, cast aspersions, or sully the good name of anybody's character. But there are news stories that you see and you go, yeah, right. And this is one of them. Daughter of woman who, quote, fell overboard during a Caribbean trip with husband suggests mom's disappearance may not, all caps, have been an accident. Lynette Hooker, 55, plunged into the waters of the Abaco Islands in the Bahamas on Saturday while boating with her husband, Brian Hooker, from Hopetown to El Bouquet. A joint search and rescue operation by Bahamian and U.S. authorities was immediately launched. Wasn't immediately launched because what you don't know just yet, because I haven't mentioned it, is the husband said the wife not only fell overboard, but she fell overboard with the engine key. Now, why she's holding on to the engine key, I have no idea. Why is the engine key not in the engine? That's what the engine key is for, is to start the engine. How you going to start the engine if you don't have the engine key in the engine?
Right.
And so he had to paddle back, which took considerable time, almost enough time for the body to be dragged out to sea and things to happen to it.
True.
I'm just saying. While the couple appeared to live a joyous life on the water through their social media videos, Lynette's daughter has since called for a full investigation. There have been prior issues brought to my attention which may be important for any thorough investigation. One Carly Ellsworth has said, if this was truly an accident, I can understand and I can live with it. However, there needs to be an intensive review of facts and circumstances of this tragic incident before that can be determined.
Man, ever since Dexter, people think they can just dispose of a body out at sea.
They really do. And I'm going to say again, why the engine key out the engine, Drew?
That is true.
Who's hanging around on the boat with the engine key in the palms? Come on, man.
Yeah.
And she falls over. You don't go, hey, throw the key. And I'll start the boat and I'll drive out to get you. Come on, man.
Yeah.
No, you killed your wife. The White House, and this was the plan all along, has proposed to cut thousands of TSA jobs.
What?
In that Project 2025,
yeah.
It was all about privatizing the TSA, and they have asked for an $11.7 billion budget for the next fiscal year, which would represent reductions of almost 8,400 positions and about 9,400 full-time equivalents. So, yeah, this is definitely going down. They have already requested that smaller airports employ privatized screening being taught by those in the TSA currently.
How will this affect my dear friend Maurice?
Drew, I had no long-term plans. It's a part-time gig. I laugh at the people that had a perfectly good job and effed it up. Remember that Beverly Hills Cop? You saw Beverly Hills Cop, right?
Of course.
Remember when he does these are super cops. I walked in and then they tell the captain what just happened. And before Axel was going to go, he goes, before I go, the super cop story was working. I don't understand you guys. You took a perfectly good lie and effed it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There are people in the TSA that took a perfectly good job and they effed it up, and I laugh inside and I laugh and I laugh. I'll be out in 2 years, hopefully. Well, not hopefully, definitely.
Oh,
so that's my plan. So,
all right.
There you go. Kidnapped American journalist was released by Iran-backed Iraqi militia.
That's nice.
Yeah, they told the Associated Press they decided to free her in exchange for members of their group to be released. We're talking about Shelley Kilson, who has been reporting on situations over in Iran for a better part of a decade now, so that's good. Speaking of the airport, going back to it, somebody that needs to stay the hell out of Florida is Offset, who was shot by Lil TJ.
Little TJ is the one who shot him?
Who was a Shiesty Durag that
Pooh Shiesty. Don't denigrate the good name of Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty, who shot kilowatts, whatever.
So racist.
I can't keep up with these rappers' dumb names. Well, anyway, Lil TJ was arrested after Offset was injured in Florida casino shooting. He's a former Migos rapper. TJ faces a misdemeanor charge of disorderly conduct. So much stuff happens to Offset. You know, he came through TPA and got clipped with a gun in his bag. Yeah.
Florida doesn't seem to be too kind to Offset.
No, he might. And if you see Offset, you might damn well better just get out of the way. You do not want to be around that joker. We were talking about the Michael Jackson movie a little while ago.
Yeah.
Early on. There was a Michael Jackson overhaul, $15 million on reshoots, removing child abuse allegations, and setting it up for a sequel. I can't wait to see this movie. This is going to be good. After the late stage discovery, filmmakers went back to the drawing board with a new ending. Why did the new ending have to happen?
Why did that new ending have to happen?
The sequence with investigators who arrive at Neverland Ranch to search for evidence is one that were left on the cutting room floor. Michael, which Lionsgate will release on April 24th, was supposed to explore the impact of the allegations, with much of its third act devoted to the scandal. But the finale was scrapped along with any mention of the child molestation accusation, according to sources with knowledge of the production. That's after attorneys for the Jackson estate, which served as a producer, realized there was a clause in a settlement with one of the singer's accusers that barred the depiction or mention of him in any movie. By the way, with one of the singer's accusers, Jordan Chandler, that barred the depiction or mention of him in any movie. But we can give his name in a new...
And just don't depict him in a movie.
Exactly. Come on, man. You know you just trying to come. How you gonna do a George Michael, a Queen movie and not mention AIDS? Like all of a sudden they scrap all of that and he's just like
took an abrupt turn.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He had gay pneumonia.
Yes, and Michael Jackson had. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
Yeah, it's part of the story.
It's part of the story. Speaking of part of the story, we talked about this yesterday about this big festival, the Wireless Festival in London, that had a lot of key brands pulling out because Kanye West was set to headline all 3 days. Well, it's been canceled. Because Kanye West has been barred from entering the UK after having his visa request denied. The decision comes after West had been announced to headline all 3 days of the summer's festival in London. The booking was met with outcry from numerous UK officials, including the Prime Minister Keir Starmer.
God, you're right. One song called Heil Hitler, and everybody just...
you know what?
That's got to carry you around like an albatross.
Come on, man. Give the guy a break. Give the guy I can't... the original... Well, it says the original Charlie's Angels, but you can't have the original Charlie's Angels without
Farrah. She dead.
Exactly. It turns 50, and if you see the picture of Kate Jackson, Jacqueline Smith, and Cheryl Ladd, a lot of toxin there.
Father Time is undefeated.
And this is the thing. Each and every one of them, because they maintain their kind of svelte figure, each and every one of them would probably look better had they not touched their face.
That's what ladies don't realize is when you do that lip filler stuff and the cheek, like you look way worse than the effects of natural aging would look.
There's so many examples of older women that have aged ever so gracefully without touching their face, and they all look like three monsters. Anyway, the trio shared personal memories and highlighted their enduring bond, including supporting one another through health struggles such as breast cancer. The 50th anniversary show, they were reunited at Pallyfest LA to celebrate that return. And speaking of return, Stanley Simmons, sons of Kiss, Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons, announced the first ever live show. That's the Mo Better.
Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome, Drew.
How did I ever overlook the nickname for Morgan Wallen as Morgan Walmart? I saw someone call him that, and I thought, that is the greatest thing I've read today. Hello there. It is the Mo Better News on Drew Garabo Live. How may I help you?
What's up, boys?
Hello, Bobby D.
Well, I mean, here we go. I heard you talking about Bennington.
A couple of days ago, maybe last week when he was diagnosed. Yes, sir.
I think it was on Friday, so I ended up calling the sports chicks on Saturday.
Okay.
And I know they were close to Bennington, and your name came up, Malibu Mo came up, and Sanning, and I just said, the laughs like with Bennington, and I stressed how important it is to get checked.
Sure.
And she goes, well, I was going to bring up that later in the show, Bobby D, and I was the first caller, imagine that. And I said, no, but people got to be aware. This is something that is preventable.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I'm so glad you brought that up. And then we started talking about the Moose Lodge, and she was going to meet me out at Anna Maria. She said, can I bring my husband? I says, well, sure. I ain't trying to get in your britches. I just want to meet you and hang out.
Bobby, are you recapping a call you made to the sports chicks on our show? That's what you're doing, right? I mean, I love BL and I love everybody on that show, but what are we doing here, dude?
Well, I'm just saying that it's very important to get checked.
Thank you. In fact, I think we should reserve one day a week where people just call and tell us the calls that they made to other shows on this station. Hey, Drew, one sport. Oh, no, that wouldn't be a call they made because they just pick a line randomly. Hey, Drew called Mike about blah, 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 his story in Galvin's News. Hey, call Johnny B and JoJo about this. Call JP about that. Call Sending Show about this. Blah, blah, blah. Like, thank you, Bobby D. We love you, but what are we doing here, man? All right. Thank you, Maurice.
Again, thank you, Drew.
We have some lightning hockey coming up next. The Ottawa Senators. We are there, up there in Ottawa, wherever the hell that is.
I need a win, Drew.
Well, what we need is for this world to still be intact at 8 p.m. It all starts from there. So everybody think peace tonight, and everything's going to be just fine. Go Bolts. And if your air conditioning is set at 75 and it's blowing 82, you got a problem on your hands. I got some good news. Climate Design. They've been installing AC in Tampa Bay for over 50 years, and they include Train, top-of-the-line system. They also handle plumbing and electrical work. So let's say your AC is on the fritz and your toilet's flooding, and you had a power surge and it zapped your electric panel. Man, 3 reasons to call Climate Design. They'll do regular AC service. Their trucks are always on the road. They've got convenient extended service hours. They know that you probably have to work until 5, and most emergencies don't always happen before then. So whatever you need, give Climate Design a call today. With over 1,000 5-star reviews, you know you can count on Climate Design home services for peace of mind and total comfort. Call 727-295-1572 or go to climatedesign.com. Let's go, Bolts. Thanks a lot for listening. We'll see you tomorrow for Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Go Bolts.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Slight slowdown right now, I-275 north, heading towards downtown Tampa along with the I-4 interchange. I-4 east heading towards I-75, got some slowdowns there. Now the bridges are looking great, still running up to speed, and right now they are accident-free. I'm Ashley with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let him cook, Tampa.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Diamond Days at Golden Diamond Source celebrate April's birthstone. Diamonds, they take center stage, up to 20% off diamond jewelry throughout the month of April. The Golden Diamond Source can help you trade in your old broken jewelry and use it towards a new purchase. With gold prices at record highs, now is the best time. They only sell natural diamonds, and you know if it's real love, it's got to be real natural diamonds. With the Golden Diamond Source first-time buyer program, you can learn all about the 4 C's, the different shapes and styles. They are able to show you a huge selection of inventory to choose from. You can get 0% financing for up to 5 years, meaning if you finance $5,000, it works out to about $83 a month. Make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond, 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater, or goldendiamond.com.
It's a love you give only at Golden Diamond Source.
Hush, little baby, yes you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
Save for their story today. Plans start at just $29 a month. Enroll by April 30th and get $50.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Primetime, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at badgerbobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 142. 238 and EC 130099294.
Many times, a person hires a law firm after an injury without doing research. It can be a big mistake or not. Sometimes, after you have hired a certain lawyer, you realize you made a certain mistake. But guess what? Just because you hire them doesn't mean you can't fire them. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you think you've hired the wrong firm, you may have. So do this. Google Morgan & Morgan results or visit forthepeople.com for cases just like yours. You may find that our full-service injury firm should have been your choice in the first place. Last year, almost 12,000 people discharged their law firm and hired us after further research. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com today and let's get started. Or call Pound Law on your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
If you don't care about saving 50% off your wireless bill for the same 5G coverage the big guys are charging a fortune for, maybe you care about keeping jobs in America. Pure Talk does. They've pledged to run their entire operation from this country, including all their customer service. Or maybe you care about our nation's veterans. Pure Talk does. They've donated hundreds of thousands of dollars to America's Warrior Partnership, a fantastic organization working hard to prevent veteran suicide. Or maybe you care about closing America's skills gap. Pure Talk does. They're a proud supporter of MicroWorks. They're helping my foundation train the next generation of skilled workers. Don't get me wrong. Saving money's great, and you'll save plenty with Pure Talk. But if you want to be in business with people who share your values, dial pound 250. Say micro, and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
It's April, and great things are happening at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, like the $500,000 cars and cash drawings on Wednesdays, the $270,000 blackjack tournament buy-in series on Sundays, and the $50,000 bonus time slot tournament happening on Tuesdays in April. And while you're there, check out the Hard Rock Sportsbook and one of the greatest restaurants in Tampa, the Council Oak Steakhouse. Plus, they got great entertainment happening, like Gladys Knight and Maren Morris. It's the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, the coolest place in Tampa Bay. Get in there and win some money.
Indeed presents hires you can't afford to get wrong, like a staff accountant at the height of tax season.
Congrats. Looks like the company owes, $50 in taxes. How about that?
That seems low. Why only 50?
Why do you care so much? It's not your money.
This is time for Sponsored Jobs.
This is what happens when you don't sponsor your job on Indeed. Next time, get matched with quality candidates with Indeed sponsored jobs. Visit Indeed.com/hire now and sponsor your job today.
Thinking about starting weight loss treatment? GoodRx is here to help. We offer FDA-approved GLP-1 medications prescribed by licensed providers, including the Wegovy tablet, with straightforward pricing and pickup at your local pharmacy or delivery to your door. All from America's #1 prescription app. Go to GoodRx.com/weight loss to get started. GoodRx is not insurance. Cancel anytime. #1 prescription app ranked by a third-party study.
Tampa's biggest music weekend is back. The Gasparilla Music Festival returns April 10th through the 12th at Meridian Fields in Water Street, Tampa. See Mount Joy, Two Friends, Government Mule, and more across 3 days and multiple stages. Tickets start at just $55. Get yours now at gmftickets.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Here's your chance to cash in on the Bone Bonus 2026.
You don't know how much I need this money.
The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday.
Money, 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 money.
The Bone Bonus starts Monday, April 20th at 8 a.m. Sponsored by Farah and Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. Keep listening for your chances to win. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw radio. The Bone. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2, St. Pete. The Bone is the official Tampa Bay Lightning radio station.
3, 2, 1.
It begins.
All systems go.
Right now on The Bone, it's the Tampa Bay Lightning.
They're an incredibly resilient and deep team. The other is the injury bug continues to follow them around. Injuries popped up again last night in the team's loss to the Buffalo Sabres. Pontus Holmberg left the game early, and John Cooper felt afterwards it wasn't going to be a day-to-day situation. Regardless, the Lightning have a game to play tonight against the Ottawa Senators and need to be ready to go from the start. The Sens are fighting for their playoff lives and need a win in the worst way. Who comes out on top? We'll find out next. It's the Lightning and Senators, and it's happening right here on Lightning Radio.
Kucherov dances to the slot. Score! What a goal from Nikita Kucherov! Brilliance from Kucherov! Shoots! Score! McDonough! Short-handed goal! Here's a steal. Blake crossed the blue line, left circle. Cutting in front, shoot, save made. Rebound, Yaska! what a save made by save. Vasilevsky, 2 in a row. Wow.
The Lightning are ready to take the ice. Now, with the Lightning Audio Network pregame report, here's Greg Linnelli.
And good evening, everyone. Glad you're with us as we get you set for Lightning and Senators. Greg Linnelli with you. The Lightning are 1-1 versus the Senators this season after a 5-4 loss in the season opener and a 4-2 win on March 28th. Jake Gensel, Braden Point, and Emil Lilleberg have each scored 3 points across those 2 games against the Sens to lead the Lightning. And of course, the team will be looking to rebound after the loss last night to the Buffalo Sabres. It was a much anticipated matchup between 2 teams who were atop the Atlantic Division standings. A lot of people would look at those 2 teams and say heated rivalry, and to a degree they are right. That game last night showed some heated moments, but not what we've seen previously. And John Cooper, who we'll get to later on in the pregame, wanted to see a little bit more from his team as they end up taking the L. Regardless, the Lightning were in a position to take the lead at some point in that game, but the Buffalo Sabres made just enough plays to keep the Lightning at bay, and this goal by Jason Zucker certainly gave them the lead.
McLeod and Gord, won by Ryan McLeod. Here's Quinn, left circle. Quinn dances in front. Vasilevsky knocked out of his stick with his stick. At the left point, Dahlin Right point, Byram shoots and scores. Tipped by Zucker. Zucker strikes again. He always plays well against the Lightning. It's 3-2 Buffalo. So the icing does come back to hurt the Lightning, and the Sabres have their third one-goal lead.
That's a tough one, no doubt about it, because the Lightning had tied things up not too long before that goal. Zucker is somebody who's traditionally played very well against the Lightning. He was able to get a deflection, and that's usually how it goes sometimes when things are going your way. Braden Point talked after the game about the game against the Sabres.
You know, this game definitely had more meaning than some of them, that's for sure. And, you know, it's disappointing not to get the result we wanted, but I think just kind of the way we did it is the part that we need to look at, you know. So, like you said, it wasn't playoff game one, so there's still time to learn from it, but, you know, hopefully we learn pretty quick.
No doubt. A handful of games left on the schedule, and then the postseason begins, and certainly you want to be ready for that as well. John Cooper gave his assessment of the game against the Sabres.
I honestly didn't love our game tonight, so I found us, it was 2-2. We were in a pretty good spot, and just give up a goal that, again, just breakdowns in our defensive zone that shouldn't have happened. So, now we have to chase it in the third, and do we have a couple good looks? We did, but we didn't finish them. So it was a little too late, and it's just a little bit frustrating. Just the way the game went, and then so many penalties that weren't even penalties. And I don't know, maybe there was the fear of us having the two teams having fun out there. Nope, let's just call so many penalties that it just took away from the flow of the game. So that didn't help either team, I thought.
It didn't, and I think John Cooper knows that some of this is just the end of the regular season, trying to get through things. The other is just some inconsistencies at times that are popping up. But this is a team that's finished the year strong and had deep runs in the playoffs, and vice versa. So I think John Cooper would love just to have his team stay healthy. And as I said in the open, sometimes that is easier said than done. But Ryan McDonough gave his thoughts on how his team's handling the last remaining games of the regular season.
Yeah, you look at every situation. We've got guys that go out in certain roles and expected to perform, and we've got a certain standard here that we've got to keep getting towards and build that 60-minute game come playoff time. There's no small plays, so we'll look at things and digest things, but it's a quick turnaround for us, and that's a good thing for us right now.
It is, and these guys are competitors. They want to get back on the ice and put forth a better effort. Senators, this is a tough place and a tough building for the Lightning to win in, and we'll see what transpires tonight because Ottawa has a ton to play for, so their urgency should be super high. Cooper also talked about the division race and what's going on right now.
It's fun to have a chase. There's no doubt about that. There's three teams, within 2 points of each other, and I think Boston's right there too. So, yeah, that'll be fun. For us though, like I said this morning, you want to be playing well and you want to get through healthy, and that obviously didn't happen again tonight.
For every point that Nick Paul records this season, he's going to donate $150 to the Crisis Center of Tampa Bay as the presenting partner of Points by Paul. Slide Insurance is generously matching these donations. That's $300 to support mental health in Tampa Bay for every point that Nick scores. Earlier today, the Lightning recalled Dylan Duke, Connor Geeky, and Jacob Pelletier from Syracuse, and they sent Mitchell Chaffee down. And Eric Erlinson, who we will be speaking to next, notes that Braden Point is on the ice as pregame warmups are beginning. So there was some thinking there that maybe Point would not be in the lineup tonight. At least so far he's out there. And we'll have more for you as the pregame progresses. Join your fellow Bolts fans at our next watch party at Yeoman's in Tampa Thursday when the Lightning play the Canadiens at 7 p.m. The party begins at 6, presented by Corona. For more info, go to tampabaylightning.com/watch parties. All right, when we return, we will talk to our panel. We'll get their thoughts on the game tonight. Eric Erlinson, Bobby the Chief Taylor, and Ben Pierce. Lightning and Sens coming up in about 20 minutes on Lightning Radio.
At PNC Bank, the official retail bank of the Tampa Bay Lightning, we've always taken a boring approach to handling your money. Not only is it smart, it's reliable. And why would we ever want to be unreliable with anyone's money? Some of those customers could be big, tough hockey players who'd gladly give up their teeth for a win. Oh, that's going to hurt. But really, we just think boring is the smartest way to help ensure your money's there for exciting things in life. Like intentionally placing your body in front of a frozen rubber puck traveling at 100 miles per hour. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Does your business need food service or housekeeping supplies? The MVPs at Imperial Dade distribute over 60,000 items, including cleaning chemicals and janitorial supplies, food service packaging, paper products, floor maintenance equipment, and more. The experts at Imperial Dade can recommend environmentally preferable options and help with labor reduction strategies. Imperial Dade has been serving businesses in Florida for over 80 years and has locations throughout the Sunshine State. Imperial Dade is a proud supporter of the University of South Florida and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Visit imperialdade.com to learn more.
Hey Lightning fans, don't let cold and flu symptoms keep you on the bench. Power through your day with Mucinex Kickstart. Fast, all-in-one, and done relief with a jolt of instant cooling sensation. That's a game-winning play. Relief with a kick. Mucinex Kickstart. Go Bolts. Use as directed.
When the heat is on the ice, or in your home, you can trust Cox Heating and Air Conditioning to keep things cool. For over 60 years, Tampa Bay has turned to the trusted Carrier experts at Cox Heating and Air Conditioning for repairs, installation, and unbeatable service. Are you ready for the summer heat? Cox Air has you covered with your own personalized maintenance plan. For only $99 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home and keep you cool as the rink. Go to coxair.com today. License number CAC 1816108.
Audibel, brand new hearing aids. I got them on right now. The Aris AI. Unbelievable. When I'm in the booth broadcasting, fantastic. When I'm home watching TV and even listening to my wife, everything is fantastic. Audibel is great. By the way, the service is fantastic. Go on out, try them. You will not regret it.
Hear better, live better. Call Audibel today for your free hearing evaluation.
At CertaPro Painters, we know that a happy place comes in many colors, like ones that inspire a sense of wonder, or a new flavor that makes life just a little bit sweeter, or one to celebrate those moments that lift you to new heights. We can reawaken any space to make your happy place your home. CertaPro Painters. That's painting happy. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. Contractor license and registration information is available at CertaPro.com.
Hi, I'm Shafia Singh of the Singh Law Group. The Singh Law Group is our family-owned law firm. My husband David and I met our second day of law school and have been practicing law for over 26 years. We represent people who have been injured from medical malpractice, nursing home abuse, and car accidents. If you or someone in your family has been injured and would like to speak to a lawyer, please call us for a free consultation at 813-840-1111 or go to flacrash.com. Let our family represent yours. Main office, St. Pete.
This is Lightning Radio.
I've come first, been bounced in the first round, come third, and won a Stanley Cup. You know what I mean? It's about getting in more than that. Now, would you like to have the extra home game at some point? Sure. Like in our 2021, we played the Islanders Game 7. It was nice to have that game at home. So some of those, it matters. And it's just, I don't put a ton of stock into it. The stock was made of making the Final Eight, and we did that.
John Cooper on winning the division, whether that means something, nothing, giving his thoughts. We'll talk about that with our panel coming up in just a couple of minutes. Our Lightning Radio pregame show continues. For every home goal the Lightning score this season, Mosaic is donating $1,000 to the Goals for Food program. For every home hat trick, it's another $1,500, plus any overtime game means another $5,000 to help Greater Tampa Bay food banks. Thank you, Mosaic, for helping in the fight against hunger. Eric Rollinson, Bobby the Chief Taylor, and Ben Pierce with us right now. What did you make of Coach Cooper's comments coming into this segment and overall where the team is? Because health-wise, that is starting or continuing to pile up, isn't it?
Man, just when you thought you were starting to kind of somewhat get in the clear with the injuries, obviously with what happened to Holmberg last night and, Cirelli missing a second straight game now, Hagel missing his fourth straight game. And look, I think those guys are probably, hey, if this was the playoffs, they'd be playing type of situations. But still, that they're banged up. And, at this time of year, everybody is, right? But to see it kind of start to just like we've seen the last couple of years, right towards the end, Guys get injured, and it's the last thing you want to see, especially after you get that X next to your name and you clinch a spot. I mean, John Cooper said it last night. The main goal is to play well and stay healthy, and they didn't do either of those last night. And the main part was the healthy part. And now you're going to miss a key member of your third line that we've talked so much about and the importance that line has with this team this year. But the other part I take out of it is, everybody talks about home ice, and certainly you would like to have that extra home game. Certainly ownership would like to have that extra home game as well, if possible. But I think a lot of coaches will tell you sometimes they prefer to start on the road. There's less distractions, and you can kind of get the team together before you start the postseason. I was on Edmonton radio the other day. The Oilers have made the Stanley Cup final each of the last 2 years. They haven't won a division title since Gretzky was on their team. So winning a division title doesn't necessarily mean you have a clearer path to get to the Stanley Cup's finals. You just have to get in. And that's the part that I take out of it. Even the year in 21, when the Lightning won the Cup, remember, they went down to Sunrise. All they had to do was win one of those two final games. They would have started that series at home. They lost them both, started the series on the road, won both the games in Sunrise, and went on to the Stanley Cup final to win it. So it's not as big of a factor, home road, I think, in today's NHL as maybe it was in especially Chiefs Day when you had to go into the Forum and try and face the Flyers in those type of buildings. Those sort of atmospheres don't really exist anymore. And the matchups have kind of, they're so... It's not as intent on matchups anymore either. And they've taken some of the advantages away for the home team and everything else besides that last matchup change. So I don't think it really matters, I think, to a lot of coaches if you ask them if they start on the road or home when it comes to the postseason.
I think it depends on who you're playing. The Lightning are a pretty good road team. They have been all year long, but who you're playing is really important because the hardest series to win, there's two. The first one and then, of course, the final one when you're finally going for the Cup. But the first one's a hard series to win. For some strange reason, I have no idea, but it just seems that way because I think both teams are really fired up and they're kind of getting into their playoff mode and getting into playoff habits. But if you've got a pretty good road team, you don't have to worry about it. But for me, that's the biggest difference is how well do you play on the road. And most teams in this league at this point now are way better at home than they are on the road. And the Lightning are kind of just debunked that. They're pretty decent on the road.
Ben, what say you about just where you start, how you finish, and really it might be just the health of this team being the most important thing?
Yeah, at this point, you just got to get there, right? And I think even talking to this team the last several weeks, a couple weeks ago before they had officially clinched, and Coop, we asked him about the playoff picture, and he kind of laughed and was like, let's just get in, right? Let's clinch, and then maybe we can talk about what we've done this season and have me reflect on that. And I do think that's kind of the mentality across the room. You start asking some of the guys as we get closer to the playoffs, like how do you amp up? And everyone will tell you, we're not really focused on who we're going to be playing. We've got stuff here that we have to sort out yet, right? We've seen the Lightning kind of get away from their game the last couple of weeks, and I think that's their biggest focus is just getting back to the standard of play they expect from themselves. We've seen a lot of turnovers. We've seen a lot of rushes. It just not as tight defensively as we saw for much of the year. So would you like that home ice advantage? 100%, but this isn't like some other sports where you're going to get that bye, right? Or you're going to avoid that 5-game series. You are playing on a level playing field, right? And it's the NHL. How many times over the last years have you seen the quote unquote 8 seed, right? That second wild card team. Every once in a while, they do upset the top seeded team. Once the playoffs start, it's a completely new season. And I think that's what this Lightning team's mentality is let's get in, let's take a deep breath, and let's go for it as a group once we figure out what that looks like.
We saw a bunch of call-ups today. You had that earlier in the day on your X feed. What do we know about these call-ups? What does that mean right now for the roster?
Well, it means you're banged up.
Yeah.
Obviously, no Sorelli, no Hagel, no Sabrin, and no Holmberg, obviously, tonight. The good news is Braden Point looks like he is going to play. But the call-ups, this is interesting. It's literally the top 3 scorers on the Syracuse Crunch this year. And actually, Jacob Pelletier continues to pace the AHL in scoring. He's got 75 points through 61 games. So he's been a point-producing machine this year for the Crunch. And Dylan Duke, man, I've been excited about Dylan Duke for a few years now, going back to his days at Michigan when he was a big part of the Wolverines and their runs to a couple of Frozen Fours. He's third in the league with 31 goals, and he leads the league with 17 power play goals, so he's really added to the offense this year after getting 20 goals as a rookie last year. Talked to JP Cote, their director of player development, and his skating's come a long way. That's the big thing that they need to see him improve on, and he's gotten much better at it. So it's an opportunity for him to get his first look this year at the NHL level to see how much better it is, and if some of the success he's had down in Syracuse can translate to the NHL, because I think he's a prototypical third-line kind of guy, right? He's going to work hard. His feet are always moving. He's always going to be in front of the net. Remember, he scored in his NHL debut last year in Detroit by being where? Right in front of the net. So that's a big part of his game. He's not going to back down from anybody on top of the paint. And we know a lot about Connor Geekie. Was just up here a couple of weeks ago and played a couple of games. He's ninth. He's tied for 7th in league scoring in the AHL. He's 9th in the league in assists down there, and he's kind of really worked on his game. So 3 big-time AHL producers this year. Hopefully you can kind of see that translate here to the NHL, especially in a game where the Lightning want to look to bounce back from last night.
Wondering how they're going to use them, because when you take a look at that, the Sorelli-Hagel line, which was arguably the number 1 line when they had Cooch on it. Now it's you have to get a couple of guys there that can score. Will Pelletier be up that way? Duke be up there too as well? Would you put the 2 guys up in that number 2 spot up there? That's the thing. How Coop's going to use them is going to probably determine how successful they'll be. But they don't have that offensive power right now with all those guys getting hurt. So this is a team that, you're playing Ottawa that's going to be really flying, mainly because they're still got a shot of catching, of staying in that wild card spot. And so for me, it's just how you're going to use them. I mean, will they be put in those areas where they can succeed? And for me, that's what Coop's biggest strength is finding areas where players can succeed, and he puts them in that position. So it'll be interesting to see if Pelletier goes up and plays with maybe he plays that left side with Point and Kucherov. Who knows? And at least for me, that's what's going to be the biggest thing. They'll play, but where? And if they're used to being in the top 6, and you want them to play in the bottom 6, you're going to hinder their ability to succeed.
Well, I think Pelletier is the perfect example of that, right? We've seen Pelletier twice this year. Both times he played more in that bottom 6 role, where obviously there was no special teams on this group. But I mean, his first game, he played 6 minutes, right? I mean, you look at that was in November, so it's been a while, and obviously his great season has taken off from there. But even not too long ago in January, it was just under 12 minutes for Pelletier. And, that might sound like, oh, that's not so bad. But over the course of a game, if it's not consistent shifts, it can be hard for a guy like Jacob Pelletier, who's used to having the puck on his stick, to kind of get a feel for it and get in the groove. So I'm also pretty interested to see where Pelletier starts. Do they give him a look in the top 6? Or is that somebody like you said, is it Dylan Duke? Is it his chance to see what he can do with the puck? I think Dylan Duke is probably at his best when he's not transporting the puck, which maybe would make him a perfect fit in the top 6, right? Where he can get that quick snap off after a pass, or he can fight for the puck in front of the net. So it's interesting. I think the good news is, as we've talked about, you're talking about 3 of the top scorers in the entire AHL this year, right? They're doing really well down there, and this is just another opportunity. We talked about it earlier this week when Mitchell Chafee came up. Injuries create opportunity for other players. Can you take advantage? Can you make this team say, okay, we just lost one of the most reliable players on this team. We don't know yet for how long, but obviously it looks fairly serious. Somebody is going to have to step up. And who says it can't be one of these 3 guys that comes up? Because in the playoffs, you never know what's coming. If nothing else, you have to leave an imprint saying, hey, if you need me, I'm not just going to be able to fill in. I'm going to be able to fit a role here. I'm not just going to have to be somebody you can throw over every couple of shifts to give guys rest. I can do a job here in the NHL.
Well, in some intel from Dave up in Ottawa there, he had the 3 players called up today were all on the same line. So you had Geeky, Peltier, and Duke took warm-ups on a line together, which then, again, we'll see how that sticks, if that stands. It kind of makes sense. They probably played together at some point as a line, certainly as a top power play unit for Syracuse. So you should give them a chance to get comfortable, especially on the road, playing together. The interesting thing for me is moving forward, what do you do with a third line? Assuming Holmberg is long-term, and we don't know that yet. There hasn't been any update from the team in regards to his injury situation, but we know he's going to miss the short term for sure. Who plays, right? Does Bjorkstrand go there? Because he played there early in the year with Gord and Holmberg when Gergensen was out. And when Holmberg missed, about a week or so of game time, Bjorkstrand played on that line as well. So lots of interesting things to keep an eye on for the line combinations tonight for sure.
And Chief, I know for you, you want this to be a better defensive effort tonight by the Lightning, correct?
Well, yeah, take a look around. I mean, in the playoffs, you're going to have to protect that blue line a lot better than the Lightning have. They have in stretches, but not on a consistent basis. And you just can't keep giving the free entry into your zone. These guys I don't care what team it is in the league, even the teams that are out of the playoffs now, you give them that offensive line and allow them to set up in the offensive zone, they're going to hurt you. So when the Lightning are playing at their best, they really protect that blue line and stop it. They do it a little bit on the penalty kill, which doesn't allow the other team to get the free access into it when they have a power play against them. So, I'd like to see that, especially tonight. Get it in your mind over these last 6-7 games that if you're going to come in and you're going to try and get into our blue line, you're going to have to fight like crazy to get inside our zone.
Ben, before we go, what do you want to see tonight?
I just want to see a little more intensity. Last night I think nobody really knew what to expect from that game. And it just seemed like it took the Lightning a while to find their footing. And, what'd that third period finish with? 5 shots on goal, right? I mean, they had 1 or 2 good looks, but yet you have to push from the start and you can't take your foot off the gas pedal. I mean, we talked so much about going down early, and it happened again the other night. But you can't come back to tie every single game. And I think they just ran out of gas against the Sabres. I want to see a consistent 60-minute effort. And it's going to be tough tonight, right? You're missing a couple of key guys, but to me, it's just come out with pace and keep the pace going over 60 minutes. It doesn't have to be 68 shots on goal, but just make sure you're making this Ottawa team think about it, whether it's on the forecheck, the breakout. Just do your job and do it for a full 60 minutes and just stay the focus, right? Keep the focus there. It's the second half of back-to-back. This is a great test, a great reminder here ahead of the playoffs.
All right, boys, thank you, and we'll talk throughout the broadcast tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, Greg.
All right. Bobby the Chief Taylor, Eric Erlinson, Ben Pierce with us right there. Stay up to date with the Lightning every morning with the Daily Strike podcast. You're going to hear the latest news and notes on the Bolts, Dave Michigan highlights, thoughts from the players and coaching staff, minor league updates, and this date in Lightning history. New episodes drop every morning in your favorite podcast app. Subscribe today. We're a few minutes out between the Lightning and Sens, and we'll have more pregame when we return on Lightning Radio.
Hi, it's Andrew Duncan of the Duncan Duo team at LPT Realty. Have a home that failed to sell? Did you maybe hire a friend or someone inexperienced with selling in challenging markets? Then you need to hire the local team that has guaranteed and sold the most homes in Tampa Bay over the last 20 years. The Duncan Duo team specializes in creative approaches to get homes sold that failed to sell elsewhere. With over $3 billion sold, and that's billions with a B. Get the best offers for your home and sold guaranteed at DuncanDuo.com.
Amalie Motor Oil tips its hat to the manly man.
Manly man.
You one time wrestled a bear for $50.
Manly man.
You always order the lumberjack breakfast.
Manly man, man, man.
And you know that nothing protects your engine better than Amalie Elixir Full Synthetic Motor Oil. Family owned and Tampa Bay grown.
AMALIE, better than it has to be. Amalie.
A proud partner of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Hey, Lightning fans, don't let cold and flu symptoms keep you on the bench. Power through your day with Mucinex Kickstart. Fast, all-in-one, and done relief with a jolt of instant cooling sensation. That's a game-winning play. Relief with a kick. Mucinex Kickstart. Go Bolts. Use as directed.
Your team always knows how to stay cool under pressure, and so does Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. If your AC is skating on thin ice, turn to your trusted Carrier experts for over 60 years at Cox Heating and Air Conditioning. Are you ready for the summer heat? Cox Air has you covered with your own personalized maintenance plan. For only $99 for first-time customers, our certified technicians visit your home and keep you cool as the rink. So when your home feels more like a penalty box, it's Cox Heating and Air Conditioning for the win. Go to coxair.com today. License number CAC 1816108.
Man, these nights have been cold.
Heh, not that cold.
Well, you're from Mississippi, honey. We're not used to winter in Florida.
Especially at night if your power goes out.
Yeah, if that happens, call Bolt Electric.
And we're on our way.
Better yet, call us before that happens to you.
We'll give you our home electrical health and safety check so you can rest comfortably.
We're also experts in installing whole home surge protection.
Guaranteed to protect your electrical system from energy surges.
Just call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
My name is Attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
I started using when I was 13. It was like, oh, well, they're medications. They can't be that dangerous. I didn't even realize that I needed help until like the day that I got arrested. I have been able to accomplish a lot in my recovery. I just want to be happy and I want to thrive in my life.
If you're struggling with prescription opioids, there is hope. Recovery is possible. Contact Central Florida Behavioral Health Network at cfbhn.org. Central Florida Behavioral Health Network is a managing entity contracted with the Department of Children and Families.
This is Lightning Radio.
Our execution wasn't quite as sharp, especially in the second there. A lot of chances to, make some plays in the rush, or if they weren't there, put it behind them and grind a little bit. But